I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby.
Yo guys, what's up? It's Fierce, and I'm back at it again with another live. The Live Master, the myth, the man, the legend, the Live Master. 1 live, 2 lives, 3 lives, 4 lives. Right now, this is my 5th live of the day. By the end of the day, I'll do 6 lives. Got to get the last word in. You know, always got to get the last word in. So I'll wait till like 2 or 3 in the morning until, everyone's, the little babies and their baby bottles have been put to bed. And then I'll get the last word in. Coffee first. Coffee first. All right. Cheers. There we are. There we are. Well, man, it's been a hell of a day. I gotta say. Good day. Good day. Productive day. I got a lot of errands done, a lot of things done around the house. It was a full-on day. I did some lives, got some errands done, got some chores done. I got some coffee done. Coffee first. Coffee first. I mailed off D-Man's podcast book. So, oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So D-Man, I hope that you enjoy it. So there we are. So D-Man should be getting his podcast book around Friday or this Saturday. I hope he enjoys it. I put a lot of time and effort into it. D-Man, I put all sorts of stickers in there for you. I went above and beyond, and I just hope he really enjoys it, So D-Man lives in Missouri, and so the next podcast books, really, that I'm working on, is I'm working on Dave's, and then I'm working on mine, and then after Dave's and mine, Chicken Jockey, Chicken Wizard's going to get one, and Boo Khaki is going to get, so those are the 2 next ones, and then I think after that one, Vic, and then Jen, so there we are. And then Kate, if she still wants one, I don't know if she wants one yet. But I'll ask her the next time like we talk. But I tell you what, it's been a busy day. It has been a busy day. Whew, man. But a good day. I'm not complaining. It's been a good day. All right, let me call Lantern. Or actually, here, let me open up the chat first. Say hello to everybody. Today's topics are, we don't have too many updates. I got a few updates. We got 1 nerd haul, 1 film review, 1 food review, the top 10 fall movies and why. And if there's time, we're going to do a fall food quiz, because I haven't done a quiz in a minute. The last time I did a quiz, it was I think it was, I don't know, a week or 2 ago, something like that. But anyway, so there we go. All right, let's open up the chat. Today's thumbnail, a caramel apple. A caramel apple because, it's getting towards, fall season. People are eating a lot of caramel apples, around the holidays, around Halloween, November, September. And I was like, you know what? I like a good caramel apple. So there you are. All right, let's open up the chat. We'll say hello. The top 10 fall movies. All right, we got 1 person watching. Hello, 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 hello. What up? What's up? All right. There we are. Oh, thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate that. All right, let's start. You know what? We haven't done a goal chat in quite a while. Here we go. A goal chat. I'm going to do, let's see here. I'll do, let's see here. If I get 1 super chat of at least $20 or more, I will do a full-on live in the Disney parks for about an hour or two. So I'm going to set the timer for 2 hours. 2 hours just to see if anyone will do it. So yeah, so thanks to all my fans. So we'll see, because I have not done a super chat goal in quite a while. So that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So $20 or higher, I will do a live this weekend at Disney. There we are. I started the goal. There we are. Started the goal. There we go. All right. Let's see. There we are. All right. Yo, Mr. Lantern, what's going on? What up, Mr. Lantern? What's up, Mr. Lampy? That's a nice segue in. I will, I'll call Mr. Lanterns, tell him to spread those links. Lantern, coffee first. Coffee first. All right, let's see here. All right. Yo, howdy, Mr. Lantern. Well, howdy. Howdy. I'm going to let everyone know that I'm live. Let's see. Yo, D-Man. I am live. All right. And give me 1 second here. Let's see here. Yo, I am live. Hope to see you there. All right, let's call Mr. Lantern. All righty. Lantern! Yo! Lantern! Lantern, wake your ass up, Lantern. Is that Banjo? Oh shit! Here we go. All right, Banjo. Do you want a sip of my coffee?
Very good.
Thank you. All right, go get me a lantern. Yo, twin, what's up, twin? What's up, twin? Hey, Lantern, take a sip of my coffee.
That tastes pretty good.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, Lantern, guess what? I'm going live. 5 lives, Lantern. And you know what, Lantern? I gotta say, Lantern, I'm a tad miffed. Not at you, but I'm a tad miffed at the community. People are wasting away their lives, on the. Oh, damn. That was a big one. Lantern, I'm a tad miffed. People are wasting their lives away with recaps and rehashes. People are wasting their lives away on roast streams. Have we really sunk that low, Lantern? To a community to be doing roast streams and rehashing. I am just appalled, Lantern. But you know what, Lantern? At least, you know me, Lantern. I bring the content.
Yeah.
I bring the content. It's positive. It's going nuts. It's going ballistic. You don't see me wasting my life away, with rehashes and recaps and troll streams. I hope things get better, buddy. I really do. Anyway, Lantern, how was your day?
Good. How you doing?
It was really good, Lantern. It was a very productive day. I did 5 lives. I went grocery shopping. I went to the Goodwill. I made some coffee. For breakfast, I had some peanut butter on toast. Lantern, what did you have for lunch?
Chicken macaroni.
Some macaroni?
Yeah.
Lantern, you been eating that cheese shit again?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lantern, I skipped lunch, but I had a good breakfast. All right, Lantern, spread the links. Spread the links. Don't listen to Larry. Spread those links, Lantern. Always. Lantern, don't just spread those links. Spam the links. Lantern, spam the links everywhere. Lantern, can you do that for me?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, eat that, Larry.
Yeah. Have my dick.
Yeah, suck my dick, bitch.
Right, twins.
That's right. All right, Lantern. I'll see you back in the chat, but spread the links, and I'll see you there. All right.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Shunk.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, man, that felt good. That felt damn good. All right. What's up, Mr. Lantern? He goes, let's give Mr. Lampy a call. Super chat donations. Well, thank you, Lantern. I really appreciate that. Well. Well, it's been a good day, like I said. Okay, so here we go. Recapping it. Because we're all about the recaps. We got to rehash. We got to open up, wounds. Got to recap it up. Recapping, breaking news. Dun, 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 with the bullshit music. Here we go. So, I got home from work. Shower. I'm going to shave tonight. Excuse me. Peanut butter toast, very good. Coffee first. The first live I did was in my home. Second live on the way to Goodwill. Dropped off 2 bags at the Goodwill. The closet project is almost done. I've been converting all of the old hangers, to the new hangers. Freeing up a lot of space in there. Let's see what else. Then I did a live in Goodwill. Got some stuff. I got a nerd haul ready to rock and roll. Then I had to go grocery shopping, so we did that. And then after that, and then I did a live on the way home, so that's 4. And then I'm doing a live right now. And then probably at the end of the night, at like 2 in the morning, got to get the last word in. I'll do a 6 live. So there we are. Fears brings the content. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's open up the chat. I think that's... Oh, and then there's a convention this weekend. I may go. I may not go. I haven't decided. I really haven't decided. Lantern says, no trolls allowed. Thank you, Lantern. I really appreciate you saying that. No losers allowed. Yakov. Sorry. I had something in my throat. Sorry. Oh, man. I got a cold. Sorry. Man. Pew. Sorry. Damn. Sorry about that. I feel another one. Zach. Oh, man. Oh, God. Man, it's cold. Oh, my God. Damn. Phew. All right. That's all out of my system now. Damn. All right. Lantern says, no Matt Man allowed. I couldn't agree more, Lantern. I couldn't agree more. So, get ready for an awesome show. Me and Dave may be going to the convention this weekend. I haven't decided, so we'll have to talk to Mike. We'll have to talk to Dave. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll see. Anyway. It wasn't too hot out today. It wasn't too hot. Put a 1 in the chat if it was hot where you live. Anyway, I got some topics. And I think we'll start this off good with an epic nerd haul. So strap in, get yourself some sody pop, get yourself some popcorn. Let's rock, let's roll. Oh yeah. I talked to Dave earlier. Dave's doing well. I talked to Mike earlier. He's doing well. I hope Tina, I hope you're feeling a lot better. Tina had a boil here and a boil right there. Dave said that they've both been popped, and he put some ointment on it. Tina said that she's feeling better, and I was like, well, that's good. And so there we are. Yo. That's right. Lantern says, no pick rob at all. That's a good thing, Lantern. That's a good thing. Periodically, I've been decorating Dave's thing. Paw prints, bears everywhere. There you are, big bear. So Dave has been loving his podcast book so far. Big news, breaking news. I mailed off D-Man's podcast book today. That was another errand that I did today. So I really hope D-Man enjoys it. D-Man, thank you so much for being a loving and loyal friend and a loving and loyal fan. D-Man has never had a problem with me. D-Man's never started any drama. D-Man's a really good guy. If you guys have not subscribed to D-Man, you guys have got to go check him out. D-Man and Up. He's awesome. So D-Man, you should get your podcast booked. at around Friday or Saturday at the latest. Lantern, I think you're winning the crown, y'all. Lantern, I think you're... Yep, Lantern's winning the crown. Oh, yeah. Just waiting for some other people to come in. Oh, yeah. So, I think we need to start this off right. Let me just open up the window, and let me get things... I've got like 3 windows open. Give me a second here. Trying to close this up. We're going to start the Nerd Hall very soon, and then I got some reviews to do. So there you are. Okay. All right, let's do this, guys. All right, so first Nerd Hall. Crown check, Lantern. I just checked the crown check. The crown check is Mr. Lantern. So, Lantern, you are winning that crown check, boy. That's right. All right, so here we are. Okay, let's see here. All right, so August 25th, 2025. Nerd Halling it up, my friends. Nerd Hall. I'm going to review it. Do not repeat. Do not steal my crown, people. That's right, Lantern. That's right, y'all. By the way, Lantern's got a big show on Thursday and Friday. Be sure to check him out. Mr. Lantern, Mr. Lampy, 1986. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna review the Nerd Hall. All right, here we are. Nerd Halling it up, y'all. Okay, so here we go. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, here we go. So, we went to Goodwill first. Right off the bat, I'm going to start off hot, guys. Hot. Check this out. Just in time for Halloween. Just in time for Halloween. Halloween Massacre. Oh, man. I'm probably going to watch this tonight and either wear it this weekend or Thursday or Friday for sure. But right off the bat, look at that. Damn, y'all. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see. Mr. Lantern says, my #1 crown is all mine. That's right, Lantern. That's right. Then we found an old Jurassic Park shirt. Gotta watch this, but an old classic. An old classic. Nice. Oh, yeah. Whenever I go back to Universal, I should wear this. That's right. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Whew. There we are. All right, let's see here. Next, I'm a big film nerd. It says a great production needs a great leader. With the film on it. So I thought that was a very cool. I guess it's some. Let's see here. It's a winter 2024. This must be a production company or something, but I just thought it was a very cool shirt, and I thought I would get it. There you are. All right, check it out. My crown will always be lit. That's right. Big shout out to NEM. That's right, y'all. All right, well, maybe I went live a little bit too early, but I hope everyone will join me soon. If not, I mean, I understand it's a Tuesday night, so other people are going to be streaming later on tonight. People could be at work right now, but I hope people will come in here soon. Just give me 1 second here. Let me write somebody else. Lantern's going to be sharing those links real quick, y'all. Let's see here. Let me see. Let me message Vic so he can spread the word. I am live, y'all. So please spread the word. Okay, there we are. And then hope to see you there. Usually Mondays and Tuesdays are very very slow until about hopefully 6:30, 6:45. People will be rolling in here. The chat will be flowing. All right, like it up, folks. That's right. Well, thanks, Mr. Lantern. I appreciate it. We were already up to 3 likes, so I appreciate it. Sub it up. That's right. I got a lot of new subs to tell you guys. I'll tell you guys the new sub count after the Nerd Hall. Brand new shirt. Here we are. Got this one. I thought this one was really funny. It says, when God made me, he grinned and said, oh, this'll be fun. I thought that was funny. I thought that was really funny. It's a meme shirt. As soon as I was like, when God made fears, he was laughing. That's why he made me so funny. That's why he made me so charismatic. Lots of energy. Going nuts. Going ballistic. Oh, yeah. I try to be a positive person. I try to do a live show. Good show. A positive show. Not recapping bullshit. Not rehashing bullshit. Not baby bottles hanging out of my mouth or out of my ass. It's ridiculous. Oh, my God. Anyway. I'm a man, baby. I'm a man. Do you see Fears crying and whining? Give it a 0. You will never see Fears cry or whine. No. All right. Let's continue on with the Nerd Hall. So then, that was all the Goodwill stuff. Then I got more Goodwill stuff. Bam, I got a brand new Halloween pumpkin to go with my other Halloween. Now, the other Halloween pumpkin, I believe, is from Disney. This is from Goodwill, but the original one, I don't know where they originally got it from, but only $4.99. I thought it was a cool one. I think I'm going to put this at the base of my Halloween tree to keep that one on the couch, so very cool. Oh, hang on. Lantern, should I take a little nap? Oh, my Lord. So there we are. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. All right, next. Next. Okay, check this out. Oh, yeah. The Punisher. Now, I'm going to put some batteries in this, and I hope to God it works. Because I was taking a chance. Because normally you just take this off, and then you put the batteries in, and then you push this button here. So I'm hoping that it works. Because, one, I love the Punisher. 2, it'll look great in my apartment. And 3, I know exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it in the middle of the table like this, and I hope it lights up. So I'm just going to leave this right over here. I'm going to leave this right over here. So when I get ready, I'm going to put some batteries in it. So anyway, so there we are. All right. So there we go. And then I found a really nice find here. If you guys have ever been to Six Flags, they have it at Six Flags. They also have it at Disney World. Terminator Salvation mug. They took this ride out, actually. So, I'm very excited to find it. Very detailed. Look, top speed 90. I'm sorry. Top height 90 feet. Top speed 52 miles an hour. Track length 2,850 feet. Ride duration 3 minutes. This is a rare find. This is a rare find, my friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lantern says, oh, howdy, Visions. Well, Lantern, sadly, Visions is not here. But Lantern says Visions is lurking in the shadows. I hope Visions is all right. And I can't wait until Visions gets back. But there you are. So, after the Nerd Hall, I'm going to put some batteries in this. Let's see if it actually works. Even if it doesn't work, I'll probably just put it on a side table or something. But I hope it works. So there we are. Okay. All right, there we are. I got a new movie. Quite appropriate for all the trolls. The Losers. There you are. I have never I've never watched this before. I can't wait. Not a lot of people are coming into my chat, so I'm thinking the trolls have banded together. And are we really doing a boycott again? Oh my God! I hope not. This boycott shit never works. They suck on their baby bottles and not talk in the chat for about a month or two. Once they eventually know that it doesn't bother me, I'll do my show either way, then everyone always comes back. That's usually how it works. So there you are. I welcome all my loving and loyal fans that will come here, so I'm doing my show either way. I could care less. I don't even know if there's a boycott going on. It seems like it, but I have no idea. But anyway, I'm staying positive. I'm still going nuts. I'm still going ballistic, and I'm still doing my show. Anyway, I hope this is a good movie. So, trolls, lock in. Lock in, trolls. Lock in, trolls. Read this. If you can read, trolls. There you are. All right. All right, let's see here. Next, I got my nephew Shelton a really cool outfit for for the winter. So I got him these little pants, and it says TMNT on it. So you guys know where I'm going with this, because I really love my little nephew. I got him this rad, cool jacket, man. Look at that. Oh yeah, very cool. So, I'm going to be mailing this to my nephew very, very, very soon. It's got all the turtles on it. Oh yeah. So there you are. So, I texted my brother and I said, "Hey, I said, is it okay if I buy him something?" My brother's like, "Oh yeah, always." I said, "Does he like turtles yet?" And my brother's like, "Oh yeah, he loves turtles." And I said, "Great, I'm buying him this." So, good old Uncle Fears, always thinking away for his friends and his family, always. Because Fears is not selfish. I love my friends. I love my family. I'm very grateful for my friends and my family. And there you are. So I'll be mailing this off very soon to my family. And Shelton, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. All right, there we are. Next, bam! The Mandalorian and Grogu. Now, I saw this in the theaters. Half of it was good. The other half was crap. But it's a Star Wars film. I have to have all the Star Wars movies in my collection. So I'll be rewatching this, and I will be re-reviewing it. I liked all the Mando stuff. But what I didn't like was Jabba the Hutt's son. He was kind of crap. There's only one Jabba the Hutt, and that's Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt's son, that backstory, it was all right. It was okay. But anyway, there it is. So I'll be watching this very soon. Very, 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 very soon. All right. Today's food review. I bought Reese's Peanut Butter Cup plant-based. So I think I know what that means, but I'm going to have to fact-check myself. Because I've had Reese's Peanut Butter Cups before, but I've never had a plant-based one. So that's going to be the review for today, my friend. One food review. All right, so there we are. I got some more shirts for the fall season coming in. So whenever I go to Disney World for my birthday, heck yeah, look at that. Awesome. Oh yeah. Very cool. Very, 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 very cool. And I'm excited. Me and Dave are going to be going to Spooky Empire. Me and Mike's going. It's going to be some good stuff, guys. They said over 200 more booths at Spooky Empire. The May one, I think there was like 150. So total around October, I think 300 booths around there. And I'm very excited. Very, very, very exciting. More vendors, more celebrities. Steve-O's coming. This is exciting news. Can't wait to meet him again. That's going to be bitchin'. All right. Next, I like to get well planned ahead for the holidays. So as soon as it turns September, I always send out my friends and my family a Halloween card. So as soon as it hits like September 2nd, September 3rd, I send out my Halloween cards very early so I don't forget about anyone. I got some stickers to go with it to seal the cards up. So there we are. There you are. And then, so I got some batteries. So let's put some batteries in this bad boy and see if it actually works. Okay, here we go. Here we go. right, let's see if these work. It'll be awesome to see if this works. Okay, so sticker off of it. I hope this works. It'll be awesome if it does. Even if it doesn't, though, the Punisher is still badass. So there we are. Okay. So it takes 3 batteries. And it doesn't seem like there's nothing wrong with it. So hopefully it should work. So, okay, so. All right, here we go. So this goes like this. And so this goes like this. Yep. And then this goes like this. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so let's just put this here. Oh, man. Okay, so now, fingers crossed. Oh, yeah! It works! Hell yeah! Oh, God, that's fucking awesome, dude. Oh, nice. Hell yeah! That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah. A lot of colors. I'm going to leave the purple one on. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm so glad it works. Fuck yeah. I love the Punisher. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hell fucking yes. Oh, I was a little worried because you never know if things are going to work or not work because, you know, people just throw junk away, you know, at Goodwill. But hell yeah. I almost didn't get it. Thank God the woman was like, I would just get it because it looks cool. She goes, even if it doesn't work, you can just, you know, put it out, you know, for one of your decorations for Halloween. I was like, you know what, you're right. I'm like, and it was only, how much was it? Like $4 something. So not bad. All right, let's continue on. Fears loves this bar of soap, Dr. Squash, and to bring in the holidays, you know, Fears will be rubbing this handsome devil face. I'll be washing my balls because they're itchy with this. I'll be washing my asshole with it. You know, so the newest soap, Drunken Pumpkin. So there you are. Let's see how it smells. Nice. It smells like fall season. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. There you are. All right. Next, the latest and the greatest. Latest and the greatest. Oh, yeah. Ghostface, motherfucker. Motherfucking Ghostface. Hell yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. The fall season is coming in. It's coming in hot. It's going to be nice. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, Fears is going to be wearing a ultimate Halloween-y shirt all through September, all through Halloween. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. I mean, it's going to be all delicious jams and jellies. When is it not delicious jams and jellies, my friends? I mean, I love it. Ghostface, excuse me for a second. I spilled a little coffee. My bad. Check it out. This scene. Why would you be at my front porch? That's the original part. Oh, yeah? Well, I call you a bluff. You know? And then she's like, fuck you, you cretin. And then he's like, and then he comes flying out and almost kills the beautiful Sydney Prescott. But there she is. There she is, sexy in all of her glory. Why can't Fears find a Sidney Prescott? I ask you. I'm a good guy, good-looking guy. Not too fat. I'll be honest, I'm going to out myself. I'm a little fat. But not really fat. I'm a little chunky. A little pushing for the cushion. A little thick. But soon, very soon, I'm going to be doing some gym streams, getting back in the gym, because I've been lazy. I've been lazy as always. See, I out myself. I outed myself, so there you are. But I'm going to get back rock solid. I promise you. All right. Whew, there it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Lantern says, well, howdy. Well, howdy, Mr. Lantern. Mr. Lantern. Lantern, are you excited about the holidays coming up? I hope you are, Lantern. Lots of movie gems, lots of unboxings, lots of fan mail, lots of movie watching, lots of memes, lots of shorts. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you guys my sub count here very, very soon, right after the Nerd Hall is done. But I'll be nerd hauling it up. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. All right, next, my friends. Next, all right, so let me just put these batteries off to the side. Thank God it worked. I'm so excited, because at first I was like, I don't know if it's going to work. I found it at Goodwill. I'm like, it could be broken. It could not be broken. I just had to put in some batteries. I pushed the start. The only thing that sucks is the remote doesn't come with it. I've got a remote for Freddy over there, but this one you just go, like that. There you are. All right. Oh, damn. Sorry, Lantern. Oh, damn, Pewy. Lord, mama, Lord. All right, next. Last, but certainly not least, a brand new shirt, and I almost knocked over my coffee by throwing it that way. My bad. That would have been bad, because then coffee would have went da-da-da-da-da-da-da all over this, and that would have been bad. So there you are. All right, now, Fears loves me some Michael O. Myers, but I also love latest and the greatest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the lady told me that they just put out the Halloween stuff, the Halloween shirts today. They're slowly but surely putting out the Halloween aisle. Normally, Fear starts decorating for Halloween. August is too early. Probably the middle of September. I pull out all the stuff, all the trimmings, and then we go right to full decoration mode. So the Halloween tree is a-coming, and it's going to be great. Fears always tries to out-top himself on the Halloween. Let's see, last year, I think for Christmas, 130 gifts. I think we just got to go all out, guys. 175 gifts. We'll see. We'll see how many. All right. There we are. I'm going to donate a lot to charity, though. A lot. I'm going to be doing the donating blood. I'm going to give some to the Salvation Army. I'm going to do... what's the other one? Salvation Army, donating blood. I'm going to donate, around Christmas time, I always donate $100 to my church. Always do that. Around Thanksgiving, I always do the, the Thanksgiving food drive, for disadvantaged families. So mom and dad is working, and they're paying the bills, but they still don't have enough money for a whole Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings on it. So Fears always likes to help out. I help out where I can. And then around Christmas, every little kid should get a toy. Because Fears gets lots of goodies and stuff. I always got lots of goodies as a kid. But you know what? Every kid around Christmas should get a toy. So I always donate a lot. I always go to the toy store and buy, like last year, me and Dave, I bought 20 Lego builds, and then I got rid of some of my old Legos that I didn't want anymore, and I bought some other stuff. So by the time me and Dave donated, Dave had like 20 builds, I had 20 builds. So at least 40 kids got a toy. because Dave donated around 20 things. I donated around 20 things. So I try to help out where I can with the Christmas toy drive. And then there's another one. I always help out. I always help out with the Thanksgiving dinner at my church. I always help out with the Christmas dinner. And then usually, me and LC haven't hung out in a while, so I always go over into LC's, Christmas party. That's always a blast. So yeah, a lot of exciting things are coming. And you know what? It's nice to know that I still have some loving and loyal fans throughout all this fighting and all this terminal bullshit, because guess what? I've got 10 people watching right now, so I really appreciate people still watching and still enjoying, even though not a lot of people were commenting. But eventually, once they realize that this boycott is not going to work, because a boycott happens at least once a year. Sadly, I wish it wouldn't, but usually a boycott happens at least once a year. For the next couple of weeks, I guess, it seems like, I could be totally wrong. Maybe a boycott's not going on. Maybe I'm being paranoid. But usually people by now, 41 minutes into the stream, are chatting away. And they're just not doing that. So I'm like, I'm sensing a boycott. But I don't care. Their boycott bullshit never works, ever. And after about 4 to 5 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, eventually they give up. And then everyone comes back. It's been happening like that for years. So, I don't know. Hopefully it's not a boycott, but if it is, I'm very prepared. Because thank God Fears has got the gift of gab, and I don't even need the chat. I can just keep flowing. But I could be paranoid. People could just be at work right now. I have no idea. So, there you are. So, anyway. I really hope there's not a boycott, because I didn't start all this. I could point a lot of fingers. 2 people started this, and we all know the 2 people. Someone's been harassing me beyond belief and stealing my content. Wow, what a fucking scumbag. I thought he had changed. Nope. Once a troll, always a troll. Psycho. He can't get off his ass. He's too goddamn lazy and make his own fucking content. What a fucking scumbag. As you know, Fears never uses anyone's content. Why? Because I'm not a fucking dummy, and I know how to make my actual own content. Then you got a 40-year-old acting. I'm sorry, you got a 40-year-old acting like a 4-year-old. Can't get the baby bottle out of his ass and can't get the baby bottle out of his mouth. He expects me to apologize when I didn't fucking start it. He started it. And if you notice, he's doing the same stuff that he did to Mike. Once him and Mike had this big-ass tiff, Mike had to apologize to, we all know who. But did that person ever apologize to Mike? Not one apology? No. So he expects me to apologize, right? But he won't give me an apology, and he's the one that started it. I did not start this. And I told him, the more you harass me, the more I'm not going to reconcile. You know what I'm saying? And I told him, leave me alone. I need a break from you. I will contact you. He has relentlessly been trying to, get under my skin, troll streams, all this other bullshit. And I'm like, I just keep adding more months on and more months on and more months on and more months on because he won't stop harassing me. And I'm like, well, if you keep doing that, then we're never going to reconcile. As of right now, I wanted to reconcile with him around Christmas time. I thought, oh, that'll be good. It's better to give than receive. The Lord, Jesus Christ, our Savior, everything will be fine by Christmas. But because of his actions, I'm like, the hell with that noise. So I'm not going to talk to him now until next April. He thinks I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I need a good long break from this guy because he's driving me absolutely nuts. Yo, what's up, Dave? What up, Dave? All right, and last, but anyway, that's my piece on. I really wasn't going to bring it up, but people were asking me about it today. And while I was doing, which one of my lives? Someone, I think a few people brought it up in one of my morning lives, so I just thought I would address it. So, yeah. But that's my final word on it. Final say. Final word. They may think they're going to get the last word, but no, they won't. I will get the last word. I'll just wait till 2 or 3 in the morning, and I will get that last word, my friends. Oh, yeah. All right. That's the last one. So, a nice little nerd haul. Dave, what's up? Dave, I got big news. I was telling everybody this morning after I had my breakfast and my coffee. I already had a shower. I brushed my teeth. I combed my little hair. Brushed my little teeth. Combed my little hair. And I was out and about, Dave, and I sent off D-Man's podcast book. D-Man, I put a lot of work into it. D-Man I've never had a problem with D-Man. D-Man's never called me names. D-Man has been nothing but a loving and loyal fan. He's been watching me for years. D-Man's one of the first people that started watching me. I think I met D-Man around 2014, 2015-ish. Such a nice guy. Mr. and Mrs. D-Man have... Zigzag is D-Man's wife. Nothing but nice. Sent me all sorts of stuff. Sent me stickers. Sent me Jack Skellington last year around my Christmas or birthday or something like that. Sent me the play button. Sent Randall a play button. They've been nice. So, D-Man, you should get the podcast book around Friday afternoon. Dave, check it out, Dave. Whole bunch of Strong Bear 19 in there. Dave, I've been periodically... Look, Dave... bunch of bears. So when I get some more bear stickers, I'm going to be decorating it more. Let's see here. What else? There you are, Dave. Look at that. There you go. So, yeah. So, good stuff coming. All right. I'm going to rate that nerd haul. I mean, that was a pretty good nerd haul. Especially, everything else was good, but... I really found something really cool for my nephew, so I was like, you know what? I haven't sent Shelton an uncle gift in quite a while because I got very spoiled as a kid, so I'm definitely going to spoil Shelton the same way. I was like, you know what? I haven't been on uncle duties in quite a while. I'm like, I'm going to buy him a Ninja Turtle jersey jacket, so he's going to be styling. When he gets to preschool, those preschool chicks are going to be like, ooh, Shelton, I want some of that, you know, and then the girls are going to be hitting on Shelton. Shelton's going to be hitting on the girls, macking away, and I'll be very proud of him, Then when he gets into first grade, he'll be sitting there at lunch, and he'll be like, hi, Mandy, can I sit here? And then she'll be like, go away, and he'll be like, let me buy you lunch. Oh, you got your lunch. How about some milk? Ah, you got your milk too. Well, can I just sit by you, and chat away? He's going to be macking on the ladies. So this nerd haul gets a big rating because I found something cool for Shelton. Found this. Dave, I thought this wasn't going to work. Dave, check this out. So I'm at Goodwill. I push it. It doesn't come on. I'm like, oh, it probably needs batteries. I went up to the lady and I said, do you know if this works? She goes, well, even if it doesn't work, she goes, you can just, she goes, here, let me turn this off. She goes, even if it doesn't work, she goes, you could just take this and just, put it up like that. I said, that's right. I said, you're right. So then I was like, well, it's only $3 or $4. She goes, yeah, it's only $3 or $4. She goes, if it doesn't work, just throw this away and keep this. I said, I could always order a new one. She goes, very true, because there's just lights in it to light it up. So I put some batteries in it, Dave. Check it out. And I know exactly where I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this on my dining room table right in the middle of the whole room. Light it up, because then I've got a purple light there, a purple light here, a purple light in the kitchen, and then I'm going to have one on the dining room table. And there it is, Dave. Oh, yeah. Nice. Actually, let's leave it white. There we go. Green. Green's one of my favorite colors. Oh, no, blue. Blue for Fears Man. There we are. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. So I'm going to have that in the background whenever I do some of my Halloween shows. Let's see. Oh, Dave, thanks a lot so much for the gold coins. Dave says, Shelton will be styling. Oh, yeah. Well, Uncle Fears is styling, so why wouldn't he be, Thanks, Dave, for the flowers. I'm going to call Dave real quick, see how his day was. See how his day was. Okay. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, Dave. You rang. Yo, Dave. What's up? You rang. Dave, what do you think of that Frank Castle thing? I was not scared, but I was kind of nervous. I was like, I looked at the lady. I was like, well, what if it doesn't work? She's like, well, even if it doesn't work, she's like, you can throw away that black thing and just like you could mount it to the wall. I was like, yeah, true. I'm like, I love the Punisher, but thank God it worked.
Those bases you can get almost anywhere.
Yeah, like you can get those black bases anywhere. So I said, if that one doesn't work, I'll just throw away this part. But thank God it does. And I thought, well, the only true way is I said, I'll get some batteries. So I got some energizers. I had to get some batteries anyway. By the way, this stream is brought to you by Energizer Battery.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Did you hear the Energizer Bunny died?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Yeah, they put his battery in backwards instead of going and going and going. He was coming and coming and coming.
Oh my God, Dave! Damn! Wow, what a great joke, Dave. So, Dave, how's Tina feeling? How was your day? Because you said you popped the 2 boils. Did you take her to the doctor? Did you put the?
Her eye is coming open more and more each day.
Oh, that's good. So, how did they form? Like, what? Did they form like while she was asleep? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's like any pimple or whatever. It's just that sometimes they're deep.
Yeah.
And they don't erupt right away.
So, did the pimple? So it started off as a pimple, and then when Tina was about to pop it, did she go to bed and just turned into a boil?
Basically, she didn't try to pop it. She didn't.
So she just tried to clean it.
Yeah, she was washing it and everything, but the thing is,
yeah,
it just got bigger and bigger.
Damn, that sucks.
It was deep.
Wow. So, did you guys take her to the doctor? Like, have you been putting the medicine on it?
She's actually going to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh, good. I hope it goes well. Have you been putting the ointment on the medicine?
Yeah.
Nice. So, what else did you do today? Because I talked to you this morning right before I left for Goodwill. You were working at the school. Have you been at the school all day, or what's been going on? Because
most of the day.
Yeah.
Basically, we did some painting of one of the bench areas.
Mm-hmm.
I changed out the American flag. The one
nice.
that we had was getting torn. Remember, I bought that flag.
Yes. You bought that. Yeah, you bought the flag. Now, I thought.
I changed it out today, folded up the old one.
Okay.
Into the traditional triangle, and then I ran that up to the VFW and dropped it into their flag.
See, I thought you were going to keep that one, Dave, because you had ones for your dad and your grandpa and you. But
this one here is for the school.
For the school.
The one I put up there last year. They usually last about a year, so I basically took that one down, put up the new one.
Okay.
I retired that flag. I dropped it into the flag drop box.
Nice.
Where they'll actually properly dispose of the flag.
Yeah. So you got those boxes. You got a flag holder for your dad's.
I did that as soon as I got home.
Yeah, so you got one for your dad, one for you because you're a veteran, and one for your grandpa.
I actually didn't get one for me.
What was the other one for your grandpa?
No, I had 2 of them in the basket. I actually put one back. I only kept the one for my dad.
Just for your dad, all right.
I got the haunted house, basically the Addams Family house.
Oh yeah, I saw it. That was good.
That way I can take and put like Lego figures and such in it.
Oh yeah.
Or horror icons in it.
So I didn't do anything for lunch. I did a live this morning, and I was telling Landon I had some peanut butter on toast. Have you ever had that, Dave? Oh, fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Actually, peanut butter on toast, and while it's still hot, you drizzle honey on top of it.
Oh, I've never done that. I shall try that. I've never done it.
And you let the honey sit for a little bit because the heated peanut butter and the honey kind of caramelize a little bit, crystallize.
Oh, yeah.
And ooh, it's so damn good. I used to do that as a kid.
Nice.
As soon as the toast popped up, put that peanut butter on it.
So what did you do after the school? What did you do for lunch?
Actually, we met up with the guy from Leesburg.
Oh, Adam the Woo's dad?
No. Z.
Who?
Z.
Z who?
Zach.
Oh, got it. Got it.
I gave him D-Man's gift.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And I fixed the mirror for him. Because he couldn't get it moved because he needed an Allen wrench for it.
Well,
so we did his mirrors.
Well, I knew he was going to meet Adam the Woo's dad today. Did you go with him?
He did.
Did you go with him?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But Adam the Woo's dad, Jim, he understood what I was doing and such because he did want to meet me.
Yeah. Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to meet him?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go up. They had already met and departed ways. But it was Jim who had moved the sticker from in the flowers and put it there at the thing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And what people were saying, oh, he's just doing that for views and such. No, I had it in the flowers. The family's the one that moved it to that location.
Yeah, so Jim grabbed it.
Yeah, Jim did it.
Because I told Jim when we met Jim, I said, I met Adam the Woo 4 times. I said 3 of those times I got photos with him. I said 2 by myself and then 1 of them with me, Sega, and Adam. I said I put them all in frames. I said I put them on Adam's house's front door. I said I put a cross there. I put a coffee cup that said a tribute to Adam the Woo, coffee first, or whatever the hell I wrote on it. And then I put some flowers down. And he goes, oh, we're going to go over there, John. We're saving all the flowers, and Adam's mom's going to put them all in vases and keep them alive as much as possible. I was like, great. I said, enjoy the flowers. And I said, keep all the photos. And they're like, oh, we absolutely will. They said, you weren't the only one to drop photos. They remember when we went, Dave? There was tons of flowers.
Right.
Yeah, tons of flowers, tons of gifts. I remember me, you, everybody else. We put down the pictures and all that. I saw tons of pictures, tons of magnets, tons of stickers, to Adam the Woo, tons of coffee cups going nuts. And Jim was right.
Paper coffee cups with coffee in it.
Yes, yeah. Some with real coffee in it. I couldn't believe it. I mean, they were going above and beyond. Then there was
And the occasional Big Mac or
because he loved Big Macs and Whoppers even more than I do, and I love me a good Big Mac and I love me a good Whopper. So there was 3 or 4 of them, 3 or 4 Big Macs that day, and tons of Whopper, tons of Lounge, and they had so many pictures there. So that kind of stinks, Dave, that you didn't get to meet him. Hopefully you get to meet him one day. Hopefully you do.
Eventually, it's all timing.
So yeah, so you said you were dropping off some gifts. Tell me about that. What was all that going on?
Well, remember the box that we got from D-Man?
Yeah. That's right.
Gift,
that's right.
As well as one of those cups.
Yeah. Now, what did Tina think about all those gifts?
What did you think, Tina? What D-Man sent you?
I liked it.
That's good. Tina, how are you feeling?
She liked it. Hey, Mikey.
That's good. Tina, are you feeling better? Are you feeling all right?
I'm doing okay. I just went to the bathroom.
She overate.
Oh, gotcha.
We went to Golden Corral.
Nice.
Her eyes were bigger than her stomach.
So
I had my salad first, and then I had meatloaf.
Nice.
And mac and cheese.
So Dave, you and Tina went to Golden Corral, and then Zach and Jim went somewhere else.
No, Zach met up with Jim in St. Cloud.
Okay.
And then they parted ways there in St. Cloud, and I actually met Zach there on I Drive by the Red Robin.
Oh, so you and Zach and Tina went to Golden Corral. How was that?
That was good. We had a good discussion.
Did he apologize to you for calling you a lying sack of shit?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Dave,
I apologize to Tina.
Dave, I think we've made history because he's never apologized to me, and he's never apologized to Mike. So you may have gotten the first.
He has apologized to you once before.
Barely.
Barely, yeah.
Barely. It was
and he said he does want to talk with you to try and hash this out.
It was a half-ass apology. It was a half-ass apology, if that. It was just kind of like a, nah, whatever. I'm sorry. That's not really an apology. And he definitely needs.
And I did tell Zach that you would reach out to him.
Yeah, I will. And he needs to stop all this, all these troll streams. The more he does that crap, the less I'm gonna reconcile with him. Because
the stream he's doing tonight
mm-hmm.
is Yakov's birthday.
Oh, I didn't know it was Yakov's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hate to say it, I won't be there. I'm sorry, Dave. So tell Yakov.
No problem.
So tell Yakov happy birthday for me. But I'm kind of done with Yakov because he's another one that doesn't show me any respect, doesn't show my content any respect. And Dave, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but if he thinks I'm kidding, if he uses a shred of my content, I'm flagging it for privacy. So he thinks I'm kidding. He thinks I'm. Hang on, Tina. So Dave, he thinks I'm kidding. He's got a rude awakening. But tell him happy birthday. I guess.
All right.
So, because I mean, in the end, he is a human being. So tell him happy birthday for me. Even though we don't get along, tell him happy birthday.
Yep.
I just hope for good things here soon, buddy. Because I'm all these gray hairs are of all this community drama and then some. So anyway, so it's a ridiculous. All these rumors. Whoever made up the I paid $30. That's a bunch of bullshit. I didn't pay anyone any money. I didn't pay anyone $30. It's absolutely insane. So and if you can tell Zach, I was ready to squash this, but tell him something has got to change, Dave. He's the only one. He doesn't do it to you. He doesn't do it to Mike. Up until recently, I never thought in a million years he would call you a piece of shit, or a lying sack of shit. Excuse me. And I could tell how angry it was, and it was kind of underhanded. He's talking to you all nicely, like, all right, Dave, well, all right, I'll see you later, buddy. The minute the phone clicked down, wow, what a lying sack of shit. Oh, covering for fears, lying for fears. I'm like, he's absolutely, one, not covering for me. Two, he's not lying for me. Dave's telling the absolute truth about everything. Then you got people like Pixel.
Totally what I knew.
Yeah, then you got like people like Pixel and all these other idiots saying, oh, he charged me $30. He's lying through his teeth, Dave. I never charged anyone anything. I admit it. I contacted one person. I said, hey, Lark, troll Larry, troll Yak, and troll Zach. That's it.
Yep.
One person.
Oh.
One person. And then one person became, according to sources, one person turned into 30 people. And I'm like, they're lying. And then the reason why Pixel's got me blocked, he's another fucking know-it-all. He's another know-it-all. I told him, Pixel, go in there and tell everybody that you were just joking around. He's the one that said it. He said, Fierce charged me $30. I'm like, no, I did not. No, I didn't. And I gave him 3 or 4 chances. I said, go in there, go into the chat and tell everybody that you were joking, da-da-da-da-da. And he didn't do it. He didn't do it. So he wanted to start some shit, Dave. And so then I yelled at him. I said, that's fucked up. I said, you did me dirty, Pixel. You did me dirty. And then he didn't like that I was yelling at him. And he didn't like that I called him out on it. That's why, his dumb ass was on the podcast last night, just feeding people a bunch of bullshit. So now everyone knows the truth. And I'm not afraid of anyone. I'll say whatever the hell I want. And that's the truth. And I gave him ample chances. Then, he did the classic, tries to make me feel bad. I tried to be your friend, Fears. I tried to be your friend. So I'm going to block you, Fears. And I'm going to, be sucking on a baby bottle for a year. I'm like, go ahead. I don't care. You're a liar. I'm like, I didn't tell anyone. I'm sorry, I didn't charge anyone $30. I'm like, that's a bunch of horse shit. So anyway. So hopefully that clears all that up, Dave. So hopefully eventually Pixel will admit that what he did was wrong and that he's a total liar, But
God, you just misspoke. You didn't pay anyone. He said charge.
Well, either way,
You did offer pay to anybody.
Either way, I didn't pay anyone. I didn't offer anyone. I didn't charge anyone. Nothing. I mean, I didn't give anyone any money.
Yeah.
None of that. So that's a bunch of crap, you know. And he just wanted to start some drama. He wanted to start some bullshit. And Pixel's another flip-flopper, just like Yak. Yak needs to grow the fuck up. You know, he's so immature. Pixel's so goddamn immature. Even after I gave him a podcast book and I worked really hard on it, you know, and then he does that shit. So it's just so fucking stupid. Anyway, well, I'm glad you guys had a good time nonetheless. And tell Zach if he stops harassing me, tell Zach if he stops harassing me and stops all these troll streams and all this other crap, then then I'll talk to him. But I need a long break from Zach. He really did a number on me, Dave. I don't need all this stress. I don't need all this bullshit. So I probably won't contact Zach, and he thinks I'm kidding. I'm not. I probably won't contact him until sometime after Christmas. So it just is what it is, and we'll see how long this insanity lasts. I hope the insanity doesn't last much longer. So there it is. Because I don't know how much more I can take, but you know what? Nonetheless, Dave, I'm glad that you guys had a good day. I had a pretty good day myself. I'm not even mad. I'm just frustrated about all this stuff, but I've been trying to ignore this insanity as much as I possibly can. So anyway, Dave, I gotta let you go because I will. I'm gonna get on with the rest of my show, and my mom's calling me, so I'm gonna have to step out for a minute and call my mom back. But I'll let you go. All right, buddy?
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Peace.
All right, I gotta step away for a minute. My mom was trying to call me, guys, so give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go into my room and call my mom back. So give me 1 second here. Anyway, so let's see. So anyway, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna call my mom back. 2 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. man, that's so cool. All right, so breaking news. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep you guys waiting. My mom just called. I was just talking to my mom. Shelton's getting a little older, and I bought him a big Ghostbusters shirt last year. And my mom sent me this photo. Oh, I'm sorry. I screenshotted it, and then she sent me another one. Dude, so I was just on the phone with my mom, and we did a FaceTime. Check it out. Good old Shelton in his Ghostbusters shirt. Heck yeah. What a cute little guy. I'm so glad the shirt fits him. Oh, it's so awesome. That made my day. And so his mom was coming home from work. They decided to go visit his grandma, which is my mom. And his mom came on the phone and said, "Hey, John, check it out." And I was like, lay it on me. And she's like, "What do you think about this?" And I was like, I'm like, that's cool. So, pretty cool. So I just snapped off a screenshot, with, oh yeah. His hair's grown really long. His mom said she wants to get the curls going. So, big shout out to Shelton. Heck yeah. That made my day. Despite all this drama and stuff, family and friends mean the world, the world to me. So, heck yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Dave says a new short is coming. So, anyway, heck yeah. Well, that was, I didn't mean to keep you guys waiting. I apologize. All right, so let's get back onto it. All right, let's see here. Give me 1 second here. Let me refresh the page. All right, let's see. Where were we? Okay, give me 1 second here. Get back onto it. Let's get back onto it. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see here. Oh, hang on. All right. Anyway, hopefully that's the last time I have to, talk about that stuff. I openly admitted that I only contacted one person, Lark. Do I regret that? Yes. But you know what? We're all to blame. Zach's done horrible stuff. I've done horrible stuff. I'm just saying it's not a competition. But if it was, Zach's done a lot more than me. I just want to I want to try to get along with everybody. And I didn't start the whole $30 and all this bullshit. That was all Pixel. So I did not offer anyone $30. I don't care what. Oh, we've got screenshots. Oh, we've got this. All that is a bunch of bullshit. I didn't offer anyone. The only person I contacted, and I could even read you a direct message. I won't, because I don't want to read anyone's messages, but basically I told Lark to troll the living hell out of Zach and Larry and Yak. That's all I did. I didn't offer anyone money, nothing. So, people need to stop that delusional shit, because it's so fucking stupid. I did not do that. Anyway, well, good news all around, Dave. Even though me and Zach are at each other's throats, I'm glad you had a good lunch, buddy. Seems like a hell of a good time. I could have came, Zach, if you would just make amends, but it is what it is. He's got to do troll streams and all this other bullshit and all this immaturity. So, but I'm glad nonetheless that you, Dave. I'm glad that Tina's feeling better. I'm glad that you guys had a good lunch. I'm glad. Hopefully you'll get to meet Jim one of these days, Dave, because Jim is such a nice guy. I'm glad that my mom got to hang out with Shelton, because she hasn't seen him in about a week or two. So they've been very busy. My brother's leg is feeling a little bit better. The leg brace comes off either before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving, around Christmas time. But my brother's been walking on it more because he seriously hurt his leg. So probably my brother won't go back to work until January or February. So Shelton's mom's been having to hold down the fort on the job and doing mommy duties. But Shelton is just doing really good, and that was a cute photo. And I'm glad that he's in the Ghostbusters shirt. Like Uncle Fears. Heck yeah. All right. Let's continue on, shall we? So hopefully tomorrow I don't have to bring up anything, because I didn't even want to bring it up. I've been trying to ignore all this hate and just do my shows. So hopefully tomorrow nothing catastrophic happens, because I feel bad that I even had to bring it up tonight. People like just bringing up all this stupid crap. So it is what it is. All right. Let's see. Where do we? All right. So to rate that nerd haul, I'm gonna rate it. That was a nice one. I'm gonna give that a solid 9.9 out of 10. 9.9 out of 10. All right. There we are. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna rate it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rate it a solid 9.9. Let's see. Let's see. Dave says, give me 1 second here. Okay, 2 new shorts. Okay, nice, Dave. I've been trying to balance it out, Dave, since I put a lot of, reviews of D-Man's videos in D-Man's podcast book. I still am going to throw in some D-Man ones, but I'm going to add more of yours in there, Dave. I'm so far behind on reviewing D-Man's, so... But I really want to, fill this with Dave. So, Dave, if you want... you know what? I should call Dave. I forgot to ask him. Dave, if you want any... here, let me just... Give me 1 second here. It just slipped my mind, and then we'll go on. We'll go on to the next topic, my friends. But, yeah. So... anyway. All right. Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Dave, I forgot to ask you when you were in here. So you got 2 new shorts. I'm gonna save those for the very end of the podcast to review them. Dave, you know how like in D-Man, I said, hey D-Man, if you want me to do any topics, any reviews, you let me know. Dave, if you've got anything that you want me to add in your podcast book, you let me know. Like when you're in the chat, like, hey Fierce, can you do a review on this? Hey Fierce, can you do a drawing of a bear? Whatever you want, Dave. It's your podcast book. You let me know.
Okay. Oh, by the way,
what's up?
Since you're watching Space 1999,
yes, I am.
One of the best episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't gotten to it yet.
Not yet.
It's called The Dragon's Domain.
Is that in season 1 or season 2?
I think it's season 1.
Okay, I just finished episode 3 last night, and tonight I'm about to start on episode 4, and then I keep falling asleep during Wicked. I'm gonna try to get through this. It's not a bad movie, just I'm not really...
It's just that they keep putting a spell on you.
Yeah, once Fears gets tired... I mean, I've been doing a lot of lives, Dave, Other people are wasting their lives away with rehashing and recaps and all this other crap, and hey, let's do a troll stream on Fears for another 10th time, even though I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't got time for all that crap, so I'm like, I bring the content, my friend.
Well, it's like Star Trek, the original series. The episode Arena with the Gourd.
Yeah.
That was technically one of the scariest episodes in Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
Each show has a scary episode in it.
Dave, let me ask you a question. I know sometimes I can be mature. I think we both. Zach's been mature. I've been immature. So is Yak. So is Larry. We've all in this community been immature. But hopefully all this will get squared away. Do you honestly think it'll all get squared away in a couple of weeks, couple months, whatever?
Do you have 2 5s to the 10?
Dave?
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
Partly, Tina was talking to
Okay,
me.
here, let me say it again. So I said, Dave, I want an honest answer. Don't just say it because we're friends, Dave. I want your actual opinion. I said, I've done immature things. So is Yak. So is Zach. So is everybody in the community. But I said, in the end, hopefully everything gets all squared away. But part of the problem is immaturity and people backstabbing each other. Like, oh, I'll read a message, and then there was no need for Pixel to be like, oh, yeah, he offered me $30. I'm like, that is absolutely insanity, So
Technically, Pixel never said your name, but the innuendo.
He implied it. And then I messaged him and I said it 3 or 4 times. Go into the chat and tell people it was not me. Even if Pixel didn't say that, people were like, "Oh, Fears offered me $30." No, I did not. Never. The only person, and I hope this will hopefully be the last time I say it, because it's the honest to God truth, Dave. Because I've got the messages. I contacted Lark. I was so pissed at what Zach was doing. Yeah, I was immature. I didn't think before I said, Lark, I said, troll the living fuck out of him, troll the living fuck out of Yak, because I'm sick of his bullshit, and I said, troll the living shit out of Larry. I absolutely admitted that. But did I offer anyone money? Fuck no. You know? It gets old, Dave. He said, she said, did you hear that? Did you hear this?
It's just the implication that could be construed by.
It's insane. And then, of course, Pixel's another fucking know-it-all. He doesn't want to hear the truth. So what does he do? You know, he layers it with sympathy. You know, I tried to be your friend, Fears. I tried to be your friend. I'm a sweet little innocent angel. You know, I'm like, look, you're not fooling anyone. Me and Pixel's been flip-flopping over the years. So is Yak. And I finally got sick and tired of Yak and said, hey, Yak, fuck you. I'm done. Like, Yak honestly thinks I'm coming back. There's no way. I would rather eat my own shit than to be Yak's friend anymore. I'm not kidding, Dave. Like, he pushed me as far as he's going to push me. I've gave him like 40, 50 chances over the years. I'm fucking done, you know? And he's got a rude awakening if he thinks that he's going to steal my content. It's not happening. So eventually, though, he'll get sick of me privacy striking his videos with my content. They can get away with, they can get around copyright strikes. They cannot get around privacy strikes. So I'm like, if you really want to force my hand, it's on, you know? But I'm going to give him a chance. Whenever tonight rolls around or Saturday, if I see one utter clip of my videos, I'm going to be in privacy striking heaven, because it's happening. You know what I mean? And I'm going to do what I have to do. And eventually he'll get sick of it. So there it is.
No problem. I got a question. What convention were you talking about this weekend?
I believe it's one of Jeff's conventions, correct?
I haven't been able to find one for this weekend. It was
Hang on.
last weekend for Melbourne.
Hang on, real quick. Let me check the schedule. Yeah, it may have been last weekend, Dave. Let me have a look here. Yeah, it's
there is a comic convention going on.
Oh damn! Excuse me. Let's see, August 25th. Oh, you were right, Dave. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Last weekend, you, me, Mike, everybody, the whole vlog squad. Melbourne. Well, where's that? Is that past Orlando?
It's over on the coast, Space Coast.
Oh, well, that would have been
KFC.
Oh, that. Yeah. That would have been hours away.
Where we went for the victory.
Yeah, that would have been hours away, right? How far away is that?
An hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't go, because that would have been an hour there, then, stay there 3-4 hours, and then an hour drive.
Me and James went for that Red Fair.
Yeah. So, yeah. The next one is North Florida Collectors Fest.
At Ocala.
Yeah. So that one I wouldn't mind going, but yeah.
That's either Ocala or St. Augustine.
Yeah, I could have sworn. All right, well then, great. Then this weekend, it'll give me a chance just to edit some videos and kind of chill out. And Dave.
Yeah, there's a possibility of me going over to New Smyrna Beach.
Oh, nice.
To the comic book convention. Nice.
Well, Dave, if I'm free, I wouldn't mind coming down there with you. If you want, because I'm gonna really try to go to church on Sunday, because.
Well, Saturday and Sunday for this convention.
Yeah, but if I go with you, I may just go one day, buddy. But, people think I love drama. I don't. Ever since all this started. Do you know what really set me off with Zach? This is it. It was all squashed out. Everything was done. I apologized. And then what really pissed me off, and still it just doesn't seem like it's clicking, is I don't even want to say that troll's name because I'm trying to ignore him as much as possible.
I think I know who you talk.
You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. He comes in, and if anyone would have made disgusting videos of your mom, Dave, I would have kicked him out. If anyone would have made disgusting videos of Mike's parents or Zach's parents, I would have kicked them out right away. He's watching them, and he literally says, oh, these videos aren't that bad. Yes, they are. They're disgusting. But because it's not Judith, and it's my parents, it's okay to laugh. And I'm like, I've never had a friend betray me like that and fuck me over. And not only did that person come in once or twice or 3 times, he came in, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 times, playing a whole bunch of crazy fucking videos. It's insane, Dave. You know what I'm saying? And in my mind, I'm like, at any time did Zach say, you know what, this is horse shit, I'm going to get rid of this guy? Nope. You know? And I'm astounded that he actually edited out all the inappropriate videos. I'll give him that. I will give him that. You know?
Okay.
But it just seems like this community cannot go a week without any drama. And I'll give you an example, Dave. Everything that he's doing to me right now, he did with Mike a few weeks ago. Because everybody was at Mike's throat. All of a sudden, it's all hunky-dory, everything's okay, and now everyone loves, Mike. Now it's my turn. So watch, after all this is resolved, then they'll start trolling Tina, or they'll start trolling you. It's insane, Pixel had nothing to do with this situation. He comes in, a bunch of lies, deceptions, all this other fucking crap, There's no need, whether he said it as a joke or not, there's no need for him to even fucking say it. There's no need for anyone else to say, oh yeah, fears, shh, in an alleyway, $30. That's all horse shit. I openly admitted, this is what I said. I messaged one person. I messaged Lark. That's it. And again, it was immature. I should have just ignored everyone, Dave. I shouldn't even have messaged to Lark and been like, hey, Lark, troll the living fuck. Because eventually me and Zach will hash things out. But something's got to change. I am so sick of that guy throwing me under the bus, making fun of me at my fucking expense. He's so damn competitive. He's so damn stubborn. Saying all these crazy accusations. Oh, Fierce is a woman abuser. I've never abused a woman ever in my life, and I never will. Re-recording me without my permission, stealing my fucking videos. I'm like, when will it fucking end with this motherfucker, Have I ever done that shit to you, Dave? No. Have I ever done that shit to Mike? No, because I actually treat my friends with dignity and respect. But for some reason, Zach has got this fucking vendetta on me. And I'll tell you what, Dave, he never used to act like this. The moment he got monetized, something turned in Zach's mind. Like, I got to do everything that the fans want me to. I've got to, money. I've got to make money. Oh, I've got to do all this. I'm like, dude, you're never going to make it as a YouTuber. You're not going to have 100,000, 1 million. You're not either, Dave. Neither is Mike. Neither am I. It just is what it is.
You take your time. You make your content. And hope for the best. And don't let it go.
Exactly. And you know what it is? Is like, at least at the end of the day, I'm like, I never stole anyone's content. I never fucked anyone over. I never did this. I never did that. And at the end of my life, you know what? It wasn't in the cards, but you know what? Fears gave his best effort. He put his best foot forward. And I made a decent amount of subs. And there it is. But he lives in this la-la land. I'm going to be bigger than Adam the Woo. I've got an RV. I'm like, yeah, your parents paid for the RV. You didn't pay for it, And I just don't get it with this guy. I've been nothing but nice to this guy. And yeah, sure, we've had our little arguments and stuff, but he just fucks people over left and right, Dave. It baffles my fucking mind. He you could tell how angry he was last night. He was pissed, and he did it so... What's the word I'm thinking of? He did it so sly, he waited, acted all nice to you on the phone. Okay, Dave, well, I was just checking in, just making sure. All right, have a nice night. The minute it went click, wow, what a lying sack of shit. Is that something a good friend would do? No. So I'm just sick of Zach's bullshit. I'm sick of Larry's bullshit. That guy is without a doubt the most insane psychopath. If I had his number right now, I would call the fucking police and say, here's his number, here's his name, I want a fucking restraining order on him. All because I didn't like Larry, I didn't like his actions. He wouldn't listen, he wouldn't follow the rules of my podcast, and I blocked him, and something snapped in his brain, dude. Because at one point, I know this is hard to believe, Dave, me and Larry actually got along. The minute I timed him out or blocked them, he went apeshit. And then Yak just does and says whatever the fuck he wants. I've asked him many times, and I don't care. He can recap and rehash the shit out of this, because I know he is. You know, he's just waiting, like, oh, this is all great material, because he's an immature little bastard, and he's going to do whatever the fuck. It's my show. I can do whatever the fuck I want. His fucking recap is so goddamn stupid. His rehash is so goddamn stupid. It's fucking retarded. And I have no problem saying that, Dave. Because let's say you and me get into... I've told this to Yak many times. Let's say you and me... I'll just use you and me as an example. Let's say you and me, and we get into a fight, right? And then we hash it out. It's done. It's over with. So then that idiot comes in. Oh, I gotta dig up dirt. You know, I gotta rehash it because all this drama will get me views. Get me views, man. Get me views. And so he'll rehash it or recap it, even though I'm not a fucking idiot. He just changed a rehash to a recap. It's the same goddamn thing. It's so fucking stupid. And then he'll just open up the wound again. That's like putting salt into a wound. Like, let's say, Dave, you and me, we had already hashed it out, right? It's all over. It's all said and done with. He's like, well, guess what, guys? I got to be immature, push my little sound effects, breaking news, you know, all that crap. And then he rehashes it. It's so stupid. So finally, a few days ago, I said, I can't put up with that guy's bullshit. Dave, you weren't here before. Yakov used to be the most insane troll ever. He was even worse than Larry. Besides him getting sober and besides him getting, like, Jesus, I'll give him that. That's the only two things he's changed. Besides everything else, he's still an immature little bastard. He still steals people's content. He's too fucking dumb to make his own fucking content. So he's like, ow, I'm just going to go steal this and watch this. And I'm like, dude, you can watch whoever you want, but you're sure as hell not stealing my content. And he may not think it now, but eventually he's going to get sick and tired of me privacy striking him, and eventually he will crumble. Every single troll that I've dealt with has been crumbled into putty in my little hands, because I just tell the truth to YouTube. I keep annoying YouTube, and eventually if you keep annoying them, they'll take the video down. So they're not going to win. All these little mind games that he's playing, it's going to end quick. He better pray that he never meets me. I swear to holy God. Because I don't need all this shit, Dave. I don't need all this crap. Like, people think, like, oh, Fierce always wants to fight with people. No, I don't. I've asked him many times respectfully, hey, can you please not watch my content? And he's like, Fierce, I'm going to do my show. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. So that's like a spit in the face, Dave. I'm like, all right, well, then you don't respect me. So I just said, all right, fuck you then. I don't respect you. Bye. You're dead to me. And I blocked him. Because that's the only way to protect my peace. Like, does all that make sense, Dave?
Yeah, you want to protect your stuff.
Yeah, I want to protect my channel. I want to protect my peace. I want to protect my content because it's my content, you know? That's why, to protect my peace, I don't go into any of those Discords, because it's a bunch of fucking idiots. Did you hear this? And did you hear that? And did you see this? And did you see that? It's all like, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda stuff, and they're just bitching and moaning in those Discords. It's absolutely insane. That's why I was like, fuck that noise. I don't need that. And I left for another reason. I left for another reason because I was spending too much time in those Discords, you know? I was checking those Discords every 9-10 minutes, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I've got shit to do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to war with anyone. You know, but I respectfully said, hey, man, can you not watch? I'm like, you can watch anyone else. And for a while, he didn't. So I don't know what snapped in him. Like, no, I'm going to watch Fierce's stuff. For a while, he did respect my wishes. I don't want him watching my stuff. So he's going to find out the hard way. I swear, Dave, one little clip, 30 seconds. I'm privacy striking every single one of those videos.
Actually, it's not, you don't want him watching your stuff. You don't want him using your stuff.
Yeah, well, no, I don't want him watching my stuff. I don't want him using. I don't want to be part of his bullshit show. At all. At all. Because when we were friends, the only thing I didn't like, I think the rehash needs to die. And then I don't care if people play Jackbox, but trolls get on there and they say the most disgusting things about you, me, Zach included. They've never said anything about Mike. It's always either me or my family or Tina and her breasts and all that other bullshit, or you or Zach. And it's fucking horseshit. And it's immature bullshit. So that really, those are the only two things that I didn't like. I liked all of his updates. I liked his gameplay. I liked all the. I actually did enjoy watching other. Yeah, the music. Yeah, the music was good because I do. Even though we always fight, and I'll never unblock him. He is. I have to give him credit. He is a good musician. But I'm like, why can't he just focus on that stuff? Focus on your video game stuff. Focus on your music. Would I ever make music content? No, because I'm not a musician. Focus on the stuff. Don't steal people's fucking content. It's so fucking stupid. Then those idiot pricks, well, anyway, it's fair use. No, it's not. It's not. I wouldn't mind it, like, if they show, like, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But that little bastard, like, shows... 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then his go-to, he's so immature. Well, I only made a few jokes. Bull fucking shit. He spent a fucking half an hour on how I supposedly can't order. You're a fucking idiot. I know how to fucking order. And then he went nuts on me. Well, apparently Fears doesn't know meta. I'm like, actually, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I know how to use meta quite well. It's that type of shit that just fucking irks the hell out of me, Dave. It's like half this community is nice. The other half of the community is fucking toxic assholes. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And I'm going to call out Kate. She's all lovey-dovey to me. And then I've asked her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Don't fucking read my messages out to people. Don't fucking type messages. And then boom, there she goes. She'll say it in like Yakvo's chat, or she'll say it in Lanner's. And then I'm like, all right, well, I'll just solve that. I'll block her. And then she made it up. She was like, oh, apparently you don't want to be my friend. Did I ever say that? No. So that was a lie. And she knows it. She knows it's a lie. This is what I actually said. Hey, I've asked you many times, don't, talk about the stuff that I say privately to you. And you're not doing that. So, hey, I'll block you on Discord. But I have no problem you chatting in the chat. Right? That's exactly what I said word for word, Dave. And then, she got all hurt and emotional, and apparently Fears doesn't want to be my friend. Never said that in a trillion years. Ever. So, yeah. I just get sick and tired of it, Dave. It's complete fucking horseshit. So watch it. In about 3 or 4 months, my turn will be over, and then they'll be all over you. Or they'll be like, you know what, it's time to, troll the hell out of Zach again, or time to troll the hell out of Mike again. They're fucking stupid. And I don't have time for it. So I've said it for years. Either you love Fears, and if you want to obey by the rules and we have a good time and chat and stuff, then great. If you don't, fuck you, and there's the door, I hate to be brass, but I'm so sick and tired of this bullshit. I don't need this crap, And I'm glad I said all this. Again, I don't regret any of this crap because all of it is the truth. And Larry can lie, and Pixel can lie. I don't care. So there it is. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Anyway, I've said my piece, Dave. Hopefully, I didn't even want to bring it up today. Because now the last 3 days, I've said my piece on it. Tomorrow, whenever I do my show, hopefully I don't have to bring it up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because we all know, Dave, that I hate repeating myself. It's insane. So, yeah. I hope one day Yak eventually grows the fuck up. He's absolutely insane. He's not as insane as Larry, but he's insane. Anyway. Well, Dave, on a good note, like I was saying, I'm glad that you guys had a good day.
Oh, yeah.
I had a good day until, well, this didn't ruin my day. It's just frustrating. I've had an absolutely wonderful day. I just hate rehashing this crap, you know? I just want all this shit to go away. I want it all to die because in the end, I did not start it. And again, I'm astounded that Zach gave you an apology. Astounded. Because I'm still waiting for him to apologize to Mike. I asked Mike, I said, hey, Mike, I said, I know you apologized to Zach and you guys are all cool, but I'm like, did he ever at any time give you an apology? He goes, no, Fears, not once. I was like, wow, okay. So he's supposed to get an apology, but I guess, you know, fuck me, you know? So he definitely owes me an apology because I would never allow someone to play any of those videos on any of my panels. That's a lot of times why I don't do a lot of panels, Dave, is because I don't want people spreading nudes and all that drama and all that crap. If it's just you, me, and Zach and Mike and Tina, I don't care. You know, I only allow people on there that I absolutely trust 100%. And I've been wanting to do a panel for quite some time now, but I'm so far behind on my pretty much like my vlogs and all my other types of content. I've been trying to catch up. And again, I cannot edit, Dave, when all this insane shit's going on. I have to edit in a clear head. And they never give you a break. You know? Have you ever noticed that, Dave? Dave?
Yeah.
They never give you...
Sometimes they don't.
I'm sorry?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Mostly they don't.
They never give me a break. So if you get a break, Dave, you're better off than me. You know, I've never gotten a break.
Sometimes a couple days or a week.
Like, they couldn't do it, Dave. They could not go a week without zero drama. I've even challenged the entire community. Everybody shut the fuck up for a week. And no drama. They can't do it. They can't do it. They always gotta, like, say some type of horse shit about, oh, did you hear what Tommy did? Oh, my God, woe is me. Oh, my God, did you hear what Fears said? Oh, woe is... It's always some type of fucking bullshit. It's the most immature little bastards I've ever met in my entire life. Like, I love my loving and loyal fans. That will never change, Dave. I love my loving and loyal fans. But all those other people that, like, annoy the fuck out of you, me, Zach... They can all go to hell. I don't care. They're so fucking stupid. You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, Dave, the main reason why I called you, if you have any... I appreciate you listening to me, Dave. I had to vent to somebody because this shit is so fucking stupid. But I'm glad that Zach wants to hash it out. He's just got a funny way of showing it because the last couple of nights, a lot of troll streaming. And I'm like, you keep that up, that's not gonna help anything, you know. So he's got a funny way of showing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And you've been working on something Walter said in the chat. You've been working on not reading other people's DMs.
I really have, and I've even
habit.
Yeah. I'm trying to stop that habit because. If I said, oh, I've never read anyone's messages, I would be a liar. I've read Zach's, I've read Boo's, and I'm trying not to read people's messages. Unless I get their permission. Like when I read D-Man's. Yeah, when I read D-Man's, I wrote to D-Man and said, hey, D-Man, you sent me some great news. Is it okay if I read your messages, D-Man, to the entire community? He's like, oh, Fears, I don't care, go for it. Because I wanted to tell everyone that him and his wife were going to send me some cool stuff, and they were going to send you cool stuff, and I was like, oh, man, that's a great, awesome announcement. Everybody in the community has got to hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, D-Man didn't send me cool stuff. He sent me hot stuff.
That's a good joke, Dave. Bump. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
The Carolina Reapers Ghost Peppers. Oh, yeah, he sent me some hot
Dude, I mean, you took it like a champ, though. I mean, you were doing some Exhumed Vision stuff, you know? You know? I can't believe he still, like, well, Visions did it even worse. He took the hot sauce, put on his finger, and went, oh, yeah, and, like, you know, like, just coating it on his eyeball. You know? Sorry, I shouldn't have touched my eye, because now it's, there we go. I accidentally moved my contact, buddy. Yeah, I went like this, and then my contact moved to the. Well, it didn't pop out; it moved to the right, and then I had to move it back to the. I had to move it back to the center of my eye, but you didn't even mean to. Like, Vision's meant to put the hot sauce on his eyeball, and I'm like, holy shit, he is the fucking man. I'm like, oh my god, Dave. Dave,
you didn't have any hot sauce or
Dave, you went like this by accident because you were sweating and you were trying to wipe the sweat off and it got into your eye, and I was like, oh shit.
I did it in the corner of my eye, and it's like whoop, and like oh.
Well, yeah, because it seeped in, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then I had it on my hands. I said, Fears, don't touch your face. You have to go wash your hands because I don't want it in my eyeball because. You know, it would have been bad, especially if that hot sauce would have got on my contact. I would have to throw those contacts away, because even if you wash it with soap, there's no way that I would put it back on my eyeball. It would kill my fucking eyeball. The oil, yeah, doesn't matter how many times you wash it. If I put that back on, it would have killed. So I would have been like, well, looks like I got to throw these contacts, away, and then and then flush out my eyeball with water and stuff. Then I would have went into the closet where I keep all my spare contacts and popped in another one. It would have been a whole mind fuck and a half,
Are those pumpkin stickers behind you in front of the Space 1999?
They are because I was telling the fans that I try to send out my my Christmas cards, my Thanksgiving cards, my Halloween cards early for my family, so my family can enjoy them for a couple of weeks. So like mid-September, I'm going to write these out, Dave, and then I'm going to seal the envelope with the Halloween stickers. So there you are.
Oh, yeah.
So in about 2 or 3 weeks, so like, let's see, let me pull up my calendar, Dave. Let's see, today's the 25th, so probably around September 10th, I'll probably send them out so then they can enjoy those.
About 15 days.
Yeah, so around September 10th through the 15th, somewhere in there, I'll mail them all. Plus, it takes forever. Anytime I send my mom a gift or my brother a gift or my nephew, like I'm going to mail out, I got Shelton a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pants and a matching Letterman jacket with TMNT on it. I gotta send that stuff out way in advance because it usually takes about a week and a half to get there. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna salvage the stream because no one's gonna stop me from streaming. So.
Oh yeah.
You've heard Fears spoke because apparently through the grapevines, we're gonna get Fears to stop streaming. That'll be a cold day in hell. So, yeah, the only way I would stop streaming is if I died, and that's not going to happen for quite a long time. So, that's not going to stop. And if anyone thinks they're going to use my content, boy, oh boy, they are gravely mistaken. So, yeah.
Yes.
And I don't want to go to war with anyone, but I'll do what I have to do, No one's going to steal my content because I've worked so long and hard on both of my channels, and they're kind of starting to take off. And again, Zach's got that competition thing. He will never catch up to my sub count. I do one in real life live stream. I get 15 new subs. The one that I did in Goodwill today, Dave. After you click on it, I got 10 new subs. The Walmart one, I got 5. Bam, 15 new subs. There you are. He'll never catch up. So. He needs to stop all these fucking mind games. Yak needs to stop these mind games. Pixel needs to mind his own fucking business. Don't be making up bullshit. Other people need to stop making up bullshit. Like, oh, he charged $30. I didn't charge shit. I didn't offer anyone. You're full of crap. So it's ridiculous. Anyway, Dave. Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad. But on a fair note, I appreciate. It's none of my business, but do you mind if I ask at lunch what you and Zach talked about? Did you talk about the situation between me and him, or did you talk about the situation of him calling you a lying sack of shit?
A bit of everything.
Bit of everything, okay. That's all you need to say, Dave. You can tell me the rest off camera because the community doesn't need to know. Does Zach definitely want peace?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I
also told him that you will reach out to him. Please don't you. Basically, I told Zach not to reach out to you, that you would reach out to him.
And see, I kept getting mad because he kept trying to reach out and reach out and reach out. And I'm so glad that he blocked me on Facebook because I wasn't messaging him. He was messaging me. And then when I tried to message and get ready for this, when I told him the truth, another person that doesn't want to hear the truth, within hours of me telling him the honest to God truth, very predictable, Zach, block. I'm like, oh, so he doesn't want to hear the truth. He's got a lot of work to do, Dave. He needs to listen to his family, listen to his friends more, because we know what the fuck we're talking about. We want the best for him. He needs to stop treating his family like shit. He needs to stop treating his friends like shit. That would be a big help. Because if he doesn't, I'll never talk to him ever again, because I will not put up with his bullshit. I won't put up with anyone's bullshit. Not anymore. No. And that's just how it's going to be. So, yeah. So, there it is. But anyway, that's good. Again, I would just say he's got a funny way of showing that he wants peace. Because a few days ago, I was watching, I think Yak's video. Hang on, Dave. I find it really funny. He said he wants to be peace, but he does these random things. The other day before me and Yak's feud, I was watching from the shadows, didn't mention his name once. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Zach said the most random thing, and you can go into this live. I swear I'm not kidding. He said, I bet you Fears right now is going to burn down his house. Or he said something like that. And I messaged him. I said, Zach, that makes absolutely no sense. Why the fuck would I want to burn down my house? I'm like, that's like me saying, hey, Zach, you should burn down Judith's house. I'm like, where is the logic in that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is so ridiculous. It was so random of him to say that. I'm like, oh, so you want to make peace, but you're saying stupid shit like that? And I'm like, and I literally wrote, Zach, I know what you're doing. You're trying to annoy the fuck out of me. And I'm like, listen, I'm like, don't you be playing any mind games. I'm like, you have no idea who you're fucking with. Fears can be your best friend or your worst enemy. I'm like, if we all get along and everything's going good and, because everyone has their good side, Dave, and their bad side. No one wants to see Fears' bad side, me included. But if I have to pull out the big boy guns and the big voice, bad Fears will destroy your life into oblivion. Not kidding. And you can ask every single troll that's like, I'm going to take Fears' channel down. Well, guess what? I've took every single one of their troll channels down, and little old Fears, my channels are still here. So, I win. I'll always win because I don't steal anyone's content. I don't make any troll videos, and I literally just contact YouTube, and I just report what they're doing. And I just keep harassing them. YouTube doesn't like to get harassed. You harass them, be like, look, this guy's stupid. He made some stupid troll video of my mother making, having sex with Pick Rob or whatever these idiots do. YouTube finally looks at it and goes, oh, yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, they're breaking YouTube policy. Yep, bam, the video's gone. Notice how Larry Dave magically, took down all of the Helen videos because he knew it takes a lot of work to strike all those videos with privacy. I was literally about to do it this weekend, and then magically they're all gone because he knew a firestorm was coming. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I need a break from privacy strike and all those. Again, he thinks he's clever. Making fun of my mother, that's disgusting. Did I ever make fun of his mother? No. Have I ever made fun of anyone else's father? But they think it's okay to make fun of my family, especially the dead ones. It's insane. That is the lowest fucking thing imaginable. It's insane. All this bullshit needs to stop. It's so fucking stupid. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll let you go, Dave, because I'm going to finish up my live.
What was the topic?
The what, Tina?
She wants to know what the topic is for tonight.
It was. I've only done one so far.
One film review.
Yeah.
One food review. Top 10.
Yeah. So.
Fall food quiz.
Yep. So there you go, Tina. So I've done the nerd haul, and then I'm gonna get back to all the other stuff. But I'm glad that I had a chance to talk with you, Dave, and I'm glad the community heard everything I had to say because it all needed to be said, and everyone in the community needs to grow the fuck up, and this shit needs to stop. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, hey, John.
Yeah. What's up?
The three of us went to Golden Corral.
Yep.
Zach reached for a beer. Tina took it out of his hand and said, "Oh no, you don't."
See, that's so stupid. Oh, my. You're kidding me, right?
No, he actually picked up a beer and Tina took it out of his hand and said, "Uh-uh." And the thing is, I told him, "You don't need to do that. If you go to a club, you order a soda."
See, this is what I'm talking about, Dave. That just shows you that he's one of the most dumbest people on the face of the planet. He gets wasted.
If he actually wants to have a beer, he orders an O'Doul's, which is an alcohol-free beer.
But what I'm saying is, Dave, he's an alcoholic, and he was sober. Hang on, Dave. So anyway, so he's been sober for 8 years, right? Then he gets wasted. Then he gets wasted and obliterated. We had to go save his ass. So and he said many times, guys, after tonight, I'm not ever gonna drink again. And then all of a sudden, he goes to pick up a beer. Why in the hell would he pick up a beer after that fucking disaster? That makes no sense. Was he joking or did he actually want a beer?
I kind of think he was joking.
I hope so. Okay, well, I would hope so because if I would.
With Mama Bear on him, he's like, okay.
Okay, because if I was Zach and I picked up a beer, I'd be like, well, hey, do I want to act like a dumbass like how I did in the gay club? Because he got obliterated. He's one of those guys. One beer.
Remember most of what happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he was annihilated. Zach couldn't have 2 or 3 beers because he's an alcoholic. 1 beer would lead to 5 beers. 5 beers would lead to 17 beers.
Exactly, especially for a recovering alcoholic.
Exactly, and so on and so forth and so on. So when you told me that, I was like, you have to be kidding me. So I'm glad that he was kind of joking around, Dave, because if he actually was serious, I'd be like, what the hell,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so when you do get a chance to talk to him, say, as long as you don't do any more troll streams about me, have him keep his, have my name be kept out of his mouth. I won't bring him up, but tell him I need a break from him. I've been trying to keep a break from him. The more he harasses me, the less I'm gonna want to reconcile because
Zach right now is doing what you accidentally did to Walter back in December.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Dave, when you talk to him, just say this: Fears does want to reconcile at some point, but
I did.
Well, just the next. I'm saying.
That you would reach out to him.
Dave, listen to me, just real quick. I'm not trying to interrupt you. Let me just get my train of thought out. When you talk to him next, say, This is Fears' conditions. Have him keep my name out of his mouth. I'll keep his name out of my mouth. Tell him to leave me alone for a couple of months. I'll contact him. I don't want any more troll bashing streams and all this other bullshit. And then eventually I will reach out to him. But tell him he has got to change because I will only come back. This is like his last chance, Dave. If he throws me under the bus one more time, if he re-records me one other time, if he says I'm a woman abuser, I'm fucking done. This is like his last chance because I've had it. I'm at wit's fucking end. All right?
Yep.
All right, great, buddy. Because I don't want to fight with anyone. Anyway, but people just force my hand sometimes. Like Yak's that immature. Yak will be like, you know what, Fears? I'll do you a solid. It's just part of my show. But hey, if you truly don't want me to watch your content, which I don't, and you don't want to be part of the show, hey man, no worries. I'll watch some other people. I don't care that he watches other people. I don't want my content showed. Should be a simple request. Can you just please respect my wishes? Sure, Fears, no problem. That's why I always ask. I asked D-Man permission. I said, hey, D-Man, when I do your reviews, do you mind if I share some of the audio or one day I'm going to download some videos and show the whole video on a panel. He's like, Fears, I don't care. He's like, go nuts, show it away. I'm like, sweet, man, thanks. That's why I asked him to, hey, man, can I read these messages about the update? And then, Dave, I asked you, hey, Dave, I'm going to start reviewing yours for your podcast book. Is that cool? And you were like, no worries, Fears. And I was like, great, man, awesome. So anyway. All right, Dave, so again, I'm going to let you go. But if you have any requests, you know how, like, you know, when I made one for Pixel, he was like, Fears, can you draw this? If you want any requests, Dave, out of yours, let me know.
All right.
And then I'm going to get some more stickers. I ran out of bear stickers last night because I finished decorating the podcast book. There's tons of squirrel stickers all over D-Man's. I mailed it out. So D-Man, when you watch this one back, D-Man's going to get his podcast book this Friday. So hopefully he'll enjoy it. And Dave, whenever I get yours, we're about that far into it. And we've got that much more to go. Now, Dave, if I don't finish this before October, then I'm going to put yours on hold because I'm going to write all the October stuff in my Ghostbuster one. But as soon as the holidays are over, I will jump back on yours. And then as soon as mine's done and as soon as yours is done, I bought one for Joey. So, Joey, yours is coming. So the next one will probably be Boo Khakis, then Chicken Wizards. I promised Jen I would do one. If Kate wants me to still do one, I'll do one for Kate. And then eventually I'm going to start on Joey's. So those are the next few, excuse me, the next few podcast book coming soon, buddy.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to get back to my show because I want to do a couple more topics before I skedaddle on out of here.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later, buddy. Good talk. Like I said, the next time you talk to Zach, just tell him all that for me. And I hope all this crazy madness stops because I'm at wit's end. I've been at wit's end for a while now. It's always something, Dave. I encourage the community. 2 weeks off. A week off of just no drama. No nothing. No bullshit. He said, she said. They couldn't do it, Dave. But surprise me. Surprise, Fears. All right. Dave, I'll give you a call either tonight or I'll give you a call tomorrow, my friend. All right, peace out, buddy. Have a good one. Well, that was good. It was good. I'm glad I got everything out. I'm not mad. I got a little flustered, but I'm glad everyone heard it because all that shit needed to be said and then some. Hopefully, people will listen to me, take the advice, and all this madness can finally stop because it's madness. All right, let's get back to the topics. Let's see here. Let's see, how much time do I have left? Let's see. Okay, Zach hasn't started a live, and then I don't even know when Yak's going live. Hang on. Because even though me and him are arguing, I still respect his stream time. So I just want to see how much time I actually have left. See, I'm a nice guy, even though me and him are squabbling. I definitely don't want to, interrupt his stream time. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, he hasn't scheduled it yet. Okay, well, that's good. So I'll try to go for another hour maybe, or as long as it takes me to get this stuff done. And I know he usually goes live on Tuesdays at around, I think, 10:30, 9:30. So I've got plenty of time. All right. So let's get back to it. Anyway, so I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry about all the drama, but when Fears is at wit's end, when Fears is at wit's end, it needed to be said. All that stuff needed to be said because YouTube has not been fun for a while. I remember the good old days where none of this shit happened. The minute I joined this community, it was one of the worst mistakes I've ever made in my entire life. One half of it, I'm glad because I met such amazing people. Boo, Visions, other people, D-Man, Tommy NC 2010. If I wouldn't have joined the community, I never would have met Dave and Mike and everybody. Hedrix, Joey. Joey's a good guy. So on that end, I'm glad I met the people in the community. But every single gray hair has been because either trolls or people stalking me, call me, Larry, all this other bullshit. All this immature bullshit needs to stop. I'm just it's just a lot. But anyway, hopefully things get better because I can't take much more of this crap. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Anyway, all right, let's get back to it. All right, let's see here. Did Mike and Incredible Impressions fight again? No, they didn't. I was just using that as an example, What's up, Joey? Let's see, it's Joey the Numbers. A beer with dinner isn't that big of a deal. Yes, it is. See, this is, I love it. Yes, it is, Hedrix, if you're a recovering alcoholic. Zach shouldn't even have touched a beer. Like, the temptation will always be there. He was sober for 8 years. I was totally against the gay bar. I was like, Zach, why would you want to break 8 years of sobriety? Why? I'm like, does that make any sense whatsoever? I gotta do it for the fans, Fears. I gotta do it for the fans, man. The fucking fans, Fears. I gotta break my sobriety. I gotta be a fucking idiot. I gotta do it for the fucking fans, Fears. I'm like, no, you do not, Zach. Oh my god. So fucking stupid. Anyway. I don't think Yak is going live. He told Incredible Impression. Oh, see, now he's cowering. So he was watching from the shadows. Well, maybe that'll teach him a fucking lesson, Maybe the shit I actually said got in that pea-sized fucking brain of Yak's, and maybe when he does do a show, maybe it'll be a little bit different, hopefully. Or he'll just be a stubborn asshole and, keep doing the same bullshit. So I just want to let everybody know that was his choice. Because I know as soon as Zach or whoever goes live, they're going to say, oh, Fears, they're going to blame me. Saying, oh, Fears forced Yak not to go live. I never said not to go live. So that's on him. So Yak, I'm saying it right now. You can still go live. Go live. Yak, I never said don't go live. Do your fucking Tuesday show, Yak, because no one's going to blame me for saying, or no one's going to blame me for, I know someone will try and say, oh, it's Fears' fault. He didn't go live. Nope. I told the truth. This has been bubbling up for quite a while. I'm glad it came up. I said everything. Actually, this is the third time I've said my piece on this. The last 3 days. I didn't even want to bring it up tonight. I'm glad I did because tonight I went no holds bar and said everything. I was holding back the last 2 days. I'm glad I said everything. So, Yak, I'm telling you, that's on you. If you don't go live, it's on you. It's your show. It's your night. Go live. And I literally just said, oh, how much time do I have left? I want to respect, because usually Yak does go live, 9:30, 10, 10:30-ish. So, I encourage him to go live because it's his show. It's his birthday. Do your show. So, but if he doesn't do his show, that's on him. I had nothing to do with it. So there you are. Excuse me for a second. I'm still battling this cold. I hope this cold goes away. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. So I hope he still goes live. It'll be very unfortunate if he doesn't go live. But if he doesn't, then, it is what it is. But he needs to grow the fuck up. Him and Zach. This entire community needs to grow up. Me included. Fears has been trying to grow up for a while. I've been trying to do better at everything. So I'm not trying to single out Yak and Zach. Everybody needs to grow the fuck up. I'm so sick of the rumors and the lies. Again, I hate to call Pixel out. The minute I told the truth, the minute I was like, Pixel, go in there and tell everybody that you were joking around and whatever the hell you said, tell people I did not give $30 out or offer. I asked him 3 or 4 times, and then I loved his bullshit. Fears, it's late, it's 2:30, I fell asleep. It doesn't fucking matter. It takes like 30 seconds to go in there hey guys, I just wanted to let you know I was just joking around about the $30. All right, bam, I'm going to sleep. So his little bullshit excuse, is a bunch of crap. So you're lying. Whether he's telling the truth and he went to sleep or not, the next day he could have said something. Didn't say anything the next day. He wanted to start some drama. So again, Pixel included, this whole fucking community needs to grow the fuck up. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Zach has took this whole thing and stretched it out. Many people have wrote me and said, Zach's just doing it for the views. He's milking this drama for the views. I'm not. I'm sick of it. I want this shit to stop. I just want to do my vlogs and do my memes and do my shorts and do my vlogs in fucking peace. And I don't want people stealing my content. Why me? Why me? Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I still hope he does his show, Hendrix. It would be stupid if he didn't do his show. Anyway. Oh my god. It's insane. Alright, let's continue on. Alright. Yo, what's up, Hollywood? Well, Hollywood, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. I had to put on my big boy voice because people wouldn't leave me alone, Hollywood. This is the third time I've said what I think about the whole Zach situation, and I'm sick and tired of talking about it. So, yeah. So, let's see here. Yo, sorry, been busy all day. Hey, no worries. No worries. But bad news because I had so much data, it's taking longer than they thought for me to get the laptop back, but figured out how to take care of the orders with my phone. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Good. So it's going to be a super busy next couple of days catching up. Well, you know what? At least you can do all that stuff on your phone, Hollywood, and now you can come in on the chat, on your phone. So that's good. At least you got a battle plan, So it's going to be a super busy next couple of days catching up, but at least they said my data wasn't affected and still intact. Well, that's good. I mean, that's fantastic news. So, yeah. See, Yak had today planned for over a week. I don't think it has to do with you. Well, that's good, Hedrix. That's good. Because I was like, if he doesn't do his show, or maybe he wasn't even planning to do a show. I could have sworn he was doing a show. But yeah, that makes total sense, Hendrix. If he had it planned in advance, maybe he's celebrating his birthday with his family. I don't know. But I just wouldn't want, if Zach does a live tonight or anyone else after I'm done, I wouldn't want anyone to say, oh yeah, Fear's ruined, Yak's birthday. That's not at all what I was trying to do. I was trying to say, look, here's what's right, here's what's wrong, here's what needs to be fixed. Fears is sick of this, Fears is sick of that. People need to leave me the hell alone. Larry especially. Larry's a fucking nutcase. All because I timed him out. That's how it all started. He is insane. That's all I was trying to do. Here's what's right, here's what's wrong. I'm fed up. So yeah, so Mike, this is the third time I had to bring it up. Mike, I was trying to do your advice and Dave's, hey, Fears, just don't bring it up, ignore it. People kept bringing it up. I said, you know what? This is the third time I've said it, and this will be the final time I said it. I'm like, here's my piece on it. I've said it. Here's what the lies, here's all the lies about it. I'm like, I never offered anyone $30. That's a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, and I openly admit it. I said, yep, I admit it. I said, I shouldn't have been immature. I shouldn't have wrote Lark. And literally a direct quote. I was like, Lark, I'm so sick of Larry. I'm so sick of Yak. I'm so sick of Zach. Troll the absolute fuck out of them. Destroy their fucking life. Or something to that equivalent. And Lark was like, oh, I got your permission, Fears. I was like, oh yeah. I'm like, rip them a new asshole. Destroy their fucking world. That's the only person I wrote. So then it went from one person, oh, Fears got a clan of all these trolls. That's not true. And then all of a sudden, all this crap about, oh, Fears is paying everybody $30. That's a bunch of bullshit. So that did not help. And again, Zach did not help it. He's been immature for days. All these troll streams, and I'm like, you just keep pissing me off and pissing me off and pissing me off. I'm like, we'll never reconcile. And I told him from the very beginning, I said, Zach, you need to leave me alone. I said, the only way I'm going to cool off is if I need a break from you. I said, you need a break from me. I need a break. I told this to Zach not once, but twice. I said, if we don't take a break and we keep bickering, we'll end up killing each other, Zach. I said, I don't want that. I said, I'm so sick of this bullshit. You take a break, go off, do your RV things, all that stuff. I'll go off and do my things and catch up on my vlogs and all that stuff. Yeah. So you didn't miss much, Mike. Me and Dave talked about his day, and we talked about all this crap. I did a nerd haul. So you'll have to... I got some good stuff, Mike, you'll have to review. One of the coolest things was this. Mike, I thought this was broken. I took a chance, because the lady... I was like, oh, if it doesn't work, can I bring it back? She goes, nope, no refunds. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And she's like, well, even if it doesn't work, you can just, like, take... she's like, you can take this part and just hang it on the wall. And I was like, yeah, I guess I could do that. But I was like, I really want it to light up. I said, because one, I love the Punisher. I've always loved the Punisher. I said, two, I've got a bunch of lights. I said, I've got a purple light there. I've got Freddy Krueger right over here. And then I've got the Millennium Falcon light up that you guys have seen for years in the vlogs in my kitchen. I said, if this works, I know exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the kitchen table, and there's no cord. So I said, hey, Mike. I was like, so I ripped this off. I was like, it's either going to work or it's not. I put new batteries in it. And then I put this, and literally, Mike, I was like, fingers crossed. I was like, knocking on wood, and then all of a sudden, on camera, Mike, if you watch this back, you'll see I was like, fingers crossed, and I went like that, and boom, it came on, and I was like, hell yeah. So, the latest and the greatest. How cool is that? And for Halloween, I'm going to keep it on the purple, because unfortunately it doesn't have orange, because the Halloween colors are black, white, purple, orange, and a little bit of red. So yeah. So there it is. So I'm so glad it worked. And then I found this Terminator Salvation, the Ride Cup. How cool is that? I always send my family Halloween Christmas cards out early in advance. So you'll see it, Mike. I got a bunch of cool new shirts from Goodwill and Walmart. I bought my nephew a brand new Ninja Turtle outfit. I took a photo of it, sent it to his mother, and she's like, damn, Fears, you're such a good uncle, and Shelton's going to look so cute in that. I was like, well, hell yeah, that's why I bought it. Anyway. So there it is. Well, I'm glad I didn't ruin Yak's birthday, because even though he drives me nuts, and there's no way in hell I'm unblocking him, in the end, he's a human being, and I want him to enjoy his birthday, you know? So I'm so glad that I thought for a fact, well, it was just like, okay, he always goes live on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So Joey, do you understand what I'm trying to say? I was like, oh, okay, it's Tuesday. He'll probably do and then Dave was like, oh, hey, it's Yak's birthday. I was like, oh, he's probably doing a birthday stream, doing the video games. That's cool. And then I said all that stuff about him. I was like, well, I don't want people thinking that I ruined his show, because I'm like, I didn't ruin shit. Because Hedrix, you got me a little nervous. He's like, I don't think he's going to do one. He's taking Zach's slot or whatever. I was like, well, I don't want anyone over there saying, oh, I ruined Yak's stream, because I didn't. That's why I immediately said, do your show. Do your show. So I'm glad I fixed all that. If you want Zach not talking about you, you probably shouldn't talk about him either. We both know him well enough to know he will retaliate. Yeah. And again, there's the thing. That's the problem, Hedrix. For a while, I didn't say shit, and he just kept on and on and on and on. And again, I swear on my life, Dan called me, other people called me saying, Fears, Zach is just milking the shit out of this drama views. He goes, he's stretching it out. And I'm like, oh, I know he is. And literally, I told him from the very beginning, Zach, I'll reach out to you. Give me a couple months. I need to get the hell away from you. Oh, okay, Fears. Should have left it right there. but he's been doing all this crazy shit. And I finally just had enough. So, yeah. So, it wasn't me that started talking to him, Hendrix. Anyway. If you guys want to fight forever, that's cool. And that's the last thing I want. I don't want to fight with really anyone, you know? Like, do you think I want to fight with Larry? No. I just said, hey, Larry, I'm done. I wish you luck. And Larry's just has this personal vendetta. It's insane how much Larry's done. It's insane. He's a 56-year-old man, but he acts like a 3-year-old. It's insane. So, yeah, it doesn't affect me. But if we all want peace, we should end all the trash talk. I agree, Larry included. Larry included, but Larry will never stop. He's said it many times. He's like, I'll never stop. I'll never stop. Because he's a nutcase. So, yeah. Anyway. Yo, what's up, D-Man? Well, D-Man, I don't know if you heard. I got good news, buddy. Last night, I finished your podcast book, buddy. I put all the extra trimmings on it. I put nature stickers in there, D-Man. Tons of squirrel stickers. Acorns, berry stickers in there. All that squirrels would eat. All these flowers, because squirrels eat flowers and stuff. D-Man, I hope you enjoy the podcast book. I hope you and Zigzag will like it. Thanks for all the fan mail you ever gave me, D-Man. I hope you really enjoy it. D-Man, I forgot to put a Fears Man sticker in there because I got an envelope this morning and it was too short. I was like, damn it, I thought this one was big enough. Evidently it wasn't, so I had to go to Walgreens, get a bigger one, put it in there, mailed it off, and then I was halfway to Goodwill, and in my mind I went, oh shit, I forgot to put in a Fears Vlog sticker for D-Man and a Fears Man 26 sticker. So, D-Man, I still got your address. I'm not like these trolls. I won't expose your address. Let me know when you get the podcast book. I will mail you a Fears Vlog sticker and a Fears Man 26 sticker. I promise you. On the receipt, D-Man, look out for it. Said it should be there Friday at around 3:30, 4 o'clock. They said at the very latest it'll be there. That's the earliest it'll be there. They said the latest it'll be there is 12:30 on Saturday. That's the latest. So, D-Man says, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you're going to love it, buddy. I threw in a bunch of little goodies in there. You'll love it. And again, D-Man, thanks a lot for being a good friend, a good fan. We've never had a quarrel. D-Man, you're cool as shit. I can honestly say me and D-Man have never quarreled. D-Man's never started any troll shit. D-Man has just sat back, been a good fan, watched, gave me tons of advice, tons of views. You've sent me so much fan mail. I can't thank you and your wife enough. You guys are awesome. And I really appreciate it. Anyway. So, yeah. So, but let me know what you think about it, D-Man. So, yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Agree, Hendrix. Yeah, Joey probably celebrating with his family or something. I hope that's the case, because I wouldn't want people to be like, oh, yeah, Fear's just, because what he said, now he's not doing a show. And I'm like, that's not the case. He's his own human being. He can do his show if he wants to. So, yeah. Let's see. Fears, I think both of you say things that you don't think the others will care about, which is meaner than you think. Yeah, probably. But Zach takes it to a whole other level, Hendrix. Literally, I said, Zach, leave me alone for a couple months. I'll reach out to you. And he's been harassing me nonstop. Anyway, D-Man, I do apologize. I forgot to throw in a Fears Vlog sticker and a Fears Man sticker. I'll get a tiny envelope tomorrow, and I will send that off. So you're getting two packages. A gigantic package with the podcast book in there, and then a little package with the stickers. So my apologies. I'll send it to you here tomorrow. Heck yeah, buddy. All right, let's get on to the next topic. I can't believe I've already done only one topic, so I'm going to have to change the title. One topic, shitloads of bullshit drama caused by idiots. So there it is. All right, next topic. Time for a food review. So we're doing... I've ate Reese's before, but I've never done plant-based. So, here we go. All right. I just want to make sure, because I've never ate a chocolate with plant-based in it, but I think I know what it means, but I need to ask Meta just to fact check me. I just want to have her define it. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I just want, yeah, anyway. Hey, Meta, I've got a question. I'm going to do a food review, and I got Reese's plant-based. Can you define what that is? Plant-based?
Good one for a review. Looking it up. Reese's plant-based are the first dairy-free vegan version of the classic peanut butter cups that Hershey launched nationwide in March 2023. They swap out the milk chocolate for oat milk chocolate, so the filling and coating are made with oats instead of dairy. It still has the peanut butter center and looks almost the same, but reviewers say the chocolate is a bit firmer and tastes more like oat milk with a softer peanut flavor. Good pick for your review if you want to compare it to the original.
Yeah, because I've eaten a lot of the original as a kid. It's one of my favorite chocolates. So when I saw plant-based, I thought for a minute they actually put tiny bits of plants in it. But so it's dairy-free and vegan. Vegan-free, you said?
Yeah, I get that mix-up. Plant-based just means no animal stuff in it, not
okay.
bits of veggies mixed in.
Okay.
It's dairy-free and vegan, so no milk, no eggs, nothing from animals.
Oh, no eggs. Okay, vegan. Okay, got it. All right. Well, there you are. All right, so vegan, dairy-free. Let's do it. I bet you it'll taste different, but I love Reese's peanut butter cups. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Well, it looks the same. Okay, here we go. Smells the same. So smells very good smell. All right. Very crunchy. It tastes a bit different, but it still tastes pretty good. So, a bit different. Still good taste. Good taste. Good flavor. It's even more peanut buttery than the original. Or, I think so. I like them both. Lots of peanut butter. Pretty solid food review. Let's see how many calories. That's not bad. Well, I only ate one, so it's 200 calories total. So if you only eat one, only 100 calories. But usually candy has a lot of calories in it, so I'm going to save the other one. I'm going to save the other one for later. So, 200 calories. I like it. All right, I'm going to give it a solid... I like them both. And the original, always a classic. It was always one of my favorite candies to get whenever you're trick-or-treating and stuff. I love anything Reese's. Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's Pieces, the fucking Easter ones where it's Reese's peanut butter cup in an egg, the Christmas tree ones, the Halloween pumpkin ones, all that shit I love. It's a great chocolate. I wish they would make one a dark chocolate because I like dark chocolate a tad more than milk chocolate. But I like milk chocolate and dark chocolate, both, my friends. I'm going to give it a solid... The original I would give... So here we go. So original I would give a 9.9 out of 10. So the original, 9.9 out of 10. The plant-based... I'm going to give it a 9.5. Pretty damn good, my friends. All right. Next. Top time for a movie review. Finally, I've been finally getting around to. I've watched it ages ago, but bam, I kept putting it off. Season 5, $6 Million Man. That means the only thing I have to watch now, I have to watch all of the TV movies. So there's 3 TV movies. There's The Return of the Bionic Woman and The $6 Million Man. The showdown between the Bionic Woman and the $6 Million Man. And then the last TV movie that's included in the box set is the Bionic Wedding After, where they finally get married. Jamie Summers and Steve Austin finally get married. So that's the only 3 I have to watch still. So I'm going to finish, I hope, I'm going to finish Wicked tonight. Well, I'm sorry, Wicked for good tonight. I just keep falling asleep because I've been working so much and streaming and editing and all this other bullshit. So I hope I finish this tonight. As soon as I finish this, the next watch is going to be this, Outbreak. And in between Outbreak and this, I've been watching Space 1999. I'm on the I finished the 3rd episode and now I'm on the 4th episode. Pretty good so far. Love it. Love it. It's not as good as Star Trek. Nothing is better than Star Trek, my friends, but solid sci-fi television show. So those are the next few watches, my friends. Next few watches. And then I'm on the 4th episode of Ash vs. Evil Dead. Eventually that's got, oh wait, is it got 2 seasons or 3 seasons? Hang on, let me ask. I think it's got 3 seasons. Hey Meta, just refresh my memory. The television show Ash vs. Evil Dead, has it got 2 seasons or 3 seasons? Go.
Good question. Let me check that for you. It had 3 seasons and 30 episodes total.
Okay, cool. All right. So 3 seasons. All right. So, Season 5, The $6 Million Man, my friends. I'll be honest, kind of weak sauce. It was crap. It wasn't as good as seasons 1 through 4. Solid watching. Season 5, it was kind of wishy-washy. Had some great episodes, had some crap episodes, so here we go. Season 5, $6 million man. I will say, some good, my first note, some good episodes, because not all of them were crap. A lot of them were crap. And you can tell, Season 5, because it was the last season, they're like, oh, we need to patch everything up and all that. They didn't put as much money into Season 5 as they did 1 through 4. So I'm going to say some good episodes, some bad ones. Didn't put as much effort into it, so little to no effort in this season. Looks drastically different than seasons 1 through 4. So looks different because they didn't put enough effort and enough money into it. That's just my personal opinion. Looks different from seasons 1 through season 4. He has a new haircut. And it doesn't even end. They just do the last episode. They don't end the series. It's just like one of those where they did the same thing with the 70s Incredible Hulk. They just do one more adventure and then, one more adventure and then that's it. I'm like, why wouldn't they tie it all together? Well, I guess with the TV movies, they technically tie it all together, but they should have tied it all together for the actual TV show. The rest of the TV movies, that's fine, but I hate when new television shows and old television shows just end on a cliffhanger and I'm like, they don't resolve all the bullshit. So, didn't end the series well. Not by my standards, that is, you know. Let's see. My favorite episode, let me have a look here. My favorite episode, let's see here. I'm going to pick three. So, favorite episodes. The first one, Target Steve Austin. So, Target Steve Austin. That's actually a really good one. Let's see here. Bigfoot 5. It's the very last episode where Steve Austin befriends Bigfoot, because they did a lot of Bigfoot episodes and a lot of alien episodes in seasons 3 and 4. So Bigfoot 5. I remember Boo Khaki asking me one time, Fierce, do you believe in Bigfoot? I'm like, I'm not saying I don't believe in Bigfoot. I'm saying I've never seen one. So I have an open mind. Same thing with the Loch Ness Monster. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Have I ever seen one? No. So I like Fierce, have you ever seen an alien? No. That doesn't mean I don't believe in them. I find it very hard to believe that you're trying to tell me in the whole stretch of the universe there's only mammals and humans and plants and animals. No, there's something else out there in the universe. So I'm not saying that aliens don't exist. I've just never seen one. I would love to see an alien. That'd be cool. I would be a little nervous too, because it'd be a new life form, but it'd be kind of cool to see. All right, one more episode. The Lost Island. The Lost Island is probably my third favorite episode. So the Lost Island. So I wish it would have ended a little bit better, but unfortunately it did not. So season 5 is going to get a very low rating, my friends. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. And that's being generous, my friends. 4 out of 10. All right, let's see here. So, I wouldn't recommend season 5. The whole TV show I would recommend, but seasons 1 through 4 is fantastic. Season 5, it's kind of wishy-washy, kind of crap. So, I'm just going to say watch season 5 if you want. There you are. All right. There we are. Okay, let's see. I did the nerd haul. I did the food review. I did the film review. Let's see. I think that's a good place to end her. I've been going live for 2 hours and 39 minutes. So, again, I appreciate everybody watching. I think I don't think I went too far. I'm extremely frustrated. I want all this bullshit to stop. I don't care who wins or who loses. I don't care about all the drama crap. I don't care what he said, she said in the fucking stupid Discords. Discords are a complete fucking waste of time, in my opinion. I wish Yak well, but I cannot be his friend anymore. I can't do it. I have to protect my peace because he'll never change. I think he will always continue to watch my stuff. And I told him, you watch my stuff, the video's coming down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm glad that I finally got everything out of it. This will be the last time I bring up all this crap. Me and Zach will eventually talk. And I'm going to tell him, we're going to settle it off camera. And if he doesn't want to do that, because he needs to learn that not everything needs to be on alive. Talk to me like a fucking man off camera. And if he doesn't want to do that, then, then I won't be his friend. But we're going to discuss it whenever I'm ready to talk to him, because this recent thing, he really did a fucking number on me. And I'm just sick of his bullshit, and I just need some time away from him. Like, I'm talking months, a long while away from him. He needs to get his priorities straight. He needs to learn not to fuck over a friend. He needs to learn to treat his friends and his family. I'll give you an example. If me and Dave and Tina didn't come and save his ass, that fool would have picked up his keys and drove home drunk and end up killing himself or killing somebody else or going to jail. And then we rescue him, and then he gets all sober, and he's like, oh, Fears is the one that made me lose my RV. That is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. Your actions are the ones that made you lose your RV, Zach. And he didn't even lose it. Ooh, you lost it for a day and a half. Oh, that's nothing. You know, Judith should have took it away for months. You know, if I would have got that annihilated and I was still living with my parents, well, I know my dad. My dad wouldn't even have bought an RV for me. My dad would have been like, no, yeah, there's no way I'm going to pay $85,000, John, for an RV. And my dad would have been like, hey, John, you want an RV? You pay for it. Now, I will say, I love my dad. I always will. My dad would have done this. Like, hey, John, how much money do you have saved up for the RV? Oh, I've got about $79,000, $80,000 saved up, Dad. My dad and mom are very generous. They would have been like, oh, hey, John, we don't mind giving you, the extra $3,000 or $4,000 to buy the RV. That's probably what my dad would have done. But do you think my dad would have been like, hey, John, I'll give you $85,000 and just buy an RV? Never in a zillion years. Never in a zillion years. So, Zach, I'm telling you, you're not going to be hearing from Fears for the next couple of months. So I was going to hash this thing out with him around Christmas, but because he's been relentless, I'm definitely not going to talk to him until probably next April, because he just keeps annoying me, he keeps pissing me off, he keeps harassing me. And I told Dave off camera, and I said it on camera, I'm like, he keeps doing a troll stream, he keeps harassing me, I'll just add on another month, I'm like, he's going to learn. I'm like, maybe some time away will teach him a lesson not to treat his family and his friends like fucking horseshit. Because I'm not going to put up with it. And that is my final say on it, my friends. And I hope for good things. But all the entire community has to grow the hell up, myself included. Enough with all this drama, enough with all of this bullshit and all this crazy fucking things that he said, she said, and I don't fucking care. I don't care. Leave me alone. Let me do my stuff in peace. For Christ's fucking sake. Everybody grow the fuck up. Quit saying lies. Listen up, Pixel. Quit saying lies. He charged me $30. You wanted to start some bullshit up, I was watching from the shadows. Everyone was saying the most horrible things about me last night. Oh, did you hear? He's not just charging one person $30, but multiple people. I'm like, they are fucking lying through their goddamn teeth. So many lies. I was just like, oh my God. Anyway, this madness has to stop. And I hope it stops soon. But I eventually will contact Zach. And Dave's going to have a talk with him. So, as long as he keeps my name out of his mouth, I'll keep his name out of my mouth. And I think Zach needs a break from me, clearly. I need a break from Zach. I wish him luck on his RV stuff. I hope it works out great. I don't know how it's going to work out because he doesn't have a job. And eventually Mom and Dad are going to get sick and tired of paying all of his bills. And they'll probably take away the RV, but I don't know how all that's going to work out. It's none of my business. I hope it does all work out. I hope it does. I hope he gets a lot of content out of it and all that. I hope the investment is worth it. Even though me and Dave and Mike and everybody gave him tons of advice, I would have never bought an RV. I would have been like, Zach, you can just rent one. You can just rent one for a couple of weeks. You don't have to buy one of $85,000. I need some Advil, and I need it quick. Oh, my Lord. Dave even said lease it for a year. Rent it. I watch this Christian family do vlogs. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. If you haven't heard of them, they're a great Christian vlogging team. They've got 2 kids, a wife, a husband. Their last name is called the Cordals. Oh, that's right. Their name is Cordle. Like their last name is Cordles. They call their YouTube channel the Cordles. They literally rented an RV and went on an RV adventure, and they rented it for 2 weeks for $1,000. That's what Zach should have done, you know? Or if he's so greatly inspired by Adam the Woo didn't even start in an RV. He literally got one of those conversion vans that has like 15 seats in it. And when I met Adam, he said, yeah, Fears, I ripped out like 12 of the seats, and I kept a few of the seats at the front for my friends to sit in. In the back, I laid out a mattress to sleep, and while I was traveling around, half the time I would stay in hotels, and the other half of the time I'd stay in the back of the conversion van. I was like, right on, that sounds like a good plan. He goes, I saved a bunch of money. And he goes, when I saved enough money, I bought an RV. I called the RV Large Marge. And I'm like, right on, from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventures. And he goes, oh yeah, I love that movie. I'm like, so do I. And then he had it for a year and a half. And he said, I eventually sold it because there was so much maintenance and so many fees on it. And then he goes, I sold it, and I took all that money from the RV, and then I bought a house. And then he lived in that house until the day Adam the Woo passed away, unfortunately. And I said, was it worth it, Adam? He goes, Fears, he goes, I'll be honest. And this is what Adam said. Adam said, Fears, I'll be honest. He goes, it was a lot of maintenance, a lot of fees, a lot of bullshit. He goes, but I did get a lot of video content out of it for a year and a half. He goes, I'm so glad I sold it and got my money back and put that money towards a house. And I was like, well, I think the house was an even better investment, Adam. I said, you filmed outside in the yard, you filmed inside your house, you decorated inside of your house for all the holidays and got content. You have a place to home. I said, you have a place to live now. I said, I know you were living in an apartment for years on end. He goes, oh yeah, Fears, I'm so glad I sold the RV and invested in a house, and then I can come and go as I please. I would fly around and do my vlogs, or I love my car, Fears. I would just drive around in my car. I'm like, so would I. I'm like, if I did a road trip, I wouldn't even rent an RV. I wouldn't even own an RV. I wouldn't even buy a conversion van. It would just be me in the Fears mobile and the highway. Or if it was too far away, I would just buy a plane ticket and I would just fly. I love air travel. I love traveling. Anyway, I think you guys know where I'm going with this. But anyway, I hope everything works out, because I hate all this drama, all this crap. Again, every single gray hair I own is because of this fucking community and all the negative, toxic people in it. Now, I'm not saying everybody is toxic. I love my loving and loyal fans. I love the good people in the community. All the trolls and all the toxic people can fuck off. I'm so sick of all this bullshit. It's a bunch of horse crap. And it's so unnecessary, and it doesn't need to be here. It's so fucking stupid. So I'm hoping things get better in the long run. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Anyway, I'm going to go clean all this up. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get something to eat. I wish everybody a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And even though I don't really like Yak anymore, I hope you have a good birthday. Happy birthday. I hope he watches this back and actually be like, you know what? In the long run, maybe I just won't watch Fears' content. I hope. Because if he doesn't, I'm striking every single video, and I'm pretty much going to stay firm on that. So either you do your own show and you make your own content, or I will relentlessly privacy strike every single video that my content is in. Not kidding. It will happen. It's going to happen. I've done it before. I'll do it again. They need to learn. Make your own fucking content. Don't steal mine. But anyway, in the long run, I hope things get better. I hope. I don't want any more drama. I don't want any more bullshit. It's exhausting. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be drama-free, because I don't want to explain all this shit a fucking fourth time. I didn't even want to do it tonight, but I'm glad I did it. Now everything's out and on the table, and everything's good. Anyway, I'm deucing out. I'm taking off. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. A shower is calling my name. Food is calling my name. I think I'm going to have a nice chicken garden salad tonight with some chicken noodle soup. I think that's what Fears is going to make tonight. Anyway, Fears loves my loving and loyal fans. D-Man, I hope you enjoyed the podcast book. I put a lot of time and effort into it, my friend, and I hope you will enjoy it for the rest of your life, my friend. I hope you and your wife will read it together. Forgive my chicken scratch handwriting. Most of it is readable, but sometimes it's not because I write really fast. I write really fast for two reasons. One, I've always written very fast. Two, I don't want to keep you guys waiting. So I write it down real fast. I use a lot of abbreviations and keep the show a-flowing. So there you are. All right, cheers to the fans. Cheers to the loving and loyal fans. So I don't want any of my loving and loyal fans thinking I don't love them. I do love my loving and loyal fans. I do care about my loving and loyal fans. Do I care about all the toxic people? No, they can eat shit. Do I care about the trolls? No, they can eat double shit. You know, I need to get lives. Like Quick, Larry, Yak, all the other idiots. So there you are. That would be nice. That would be really nice. But, all right. Fears loves his loving and loyal fans. I'm deucing out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a bright new day, fresh new day. That's always great about the next day. There's always a fresh new day. You can start fresh. And I swear to holy God, I hope I don't have to talk about this shit tomorrow a fourth time. Because if I do, it'll be insane. All right. I'm deucing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Mr. Lantern 1986. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my buddy Strong Bear 19. We got to get Dave up to 500 subs. Follow the lovely, sweet, innocent Tina. We got to get her. We got to get Tina at least up to 100 subs by the end of this year. Follow the great Randini Randall. Lord Randall, your friend and mine, Randall at Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow my buddy Vic Rule 6666. Follow Boo Khaki, the ultimate artist. Hell yeah. Buy some of his artwork. Come on, because I've seen some of his artwork, and damn, Boo, you make some cool shit. Follow his brother Visions, Exhumed Visions, my buddy and yours, Exhumed Visions, at exhumedvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Why? Visions makes some pretty cool shit. Hell yeah. Follow D-Man. Oh yeah. D-Man, you're going to love the podcast book. Follow D-Man2351. Follow Mr. Lantern 1986. And last, but certainly not least, follow this handsome devil, Fears. Lord Fears. Follow my TikTok at FearsMan26. Follow my main YouTube channel, FearsMan26. And follow my second channel at Fears Vlogs. And Fears loves you guys. And Fears cares about you guys. And I'll be back when the day is new. And Fears will have more videos for you. And we'll have things we'll want to talk about. Fears loves you. See you next time. Gung!